It's a Sunday, so it means one thing and one thing only. You're tuning back into the THE2MANSTEP podcast with myself, DK, and
Myself, Damz.
give it the intro. I'm not intro. You can do it still.
And look, give yourself the big introduction. Tell them, innit?
I'm Lucy.
You're Lucy.
Lucymariebolitho.
I've always said it wrong. I thought it's Bolitho.
Yeah.
Everyone says that. No one ever knows how to pronounce my name.
Oh,
It's
so
Bolitho.
Bolitho.
Okay.
So what? Tell the camera, tell the people about yourself, what you do.
What do you want to know? I play football. That's about it. That's really what I do. All I do is work, sleep, and play football. That's pretty much my life.
Yeah, and who do you play for?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that yet.
Really?
When's this coming out?
Sunday.
This Sunday?
This Sunday.
It might be alright then. I just signed a contract for Millwall, but haven't been announced yet, so it's a bit... Depends when this is coming out.
But who are you previously playing for?
Watford. What? Left Watford, left my home club. Signing for Millwall. What?
Okay, so what? At Watford, like, how did it go? Like, when did you start? Like, what age did you start playing for Watford?
So I started playing football when I was 6.
So football in general?
Yeah. So
That's
I
it.
signed for... My brother used to play for a boys team, obviously, and I used to go watch him after. I joined his boys team, but my age group. And then my first season, I got scouted for Arsenal and Watford. But I was like, nah, like, it's my first season. Like, I'm still playing. Like, I was young. So I went on to my next season. I got scouted again for Watford. Obviously, I support Watford as well, so I was like, cool, I'll go. And then literally from the age of like 6, I was playing for them. I used to play up a year. I was playing ever since then, up until under 23s. Pretty much, that's about it.
Okay.
And I did a spell in Coventry, a few months. That was my first team contract, and now I'm at Millwall.
Okay, not bad. How was Coventry?
Coventry's scary.
What,
Coventry
as in
is
the
a
place
scary
or-
place.
Oh, the place
Like
in
a
general?
scary place.
Bro.
My first day there, yeah, I just had a game against Leicester. I just got back. It was literally my first day. Everyone was moving mad. I was like, why are you all moving mad? Next thing you know, so from my kitchen you could see a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
I've never told you this story.
Never.
From my kitchen you could see this bridge and it was overlooking the main road.
Yeah.
A guy hung himself off this bridge and was just dangling in front of the cars like dead on my first day.
Your first day?
My first day in Coventry.
And what? Wait, you can see my man
Like, so
hanging?
you can see him from my kitchen. So like from my kitchen there's a huge window and there's a huge bridge that overlooks the main road. And from
Okay.
this bridge the guy's just dangling, dead. Hung himself. Like imagine just driving under that. It's fucked.
And that was your first day?
My first day.
Yeah, that fucking...
Like 2 weeks later, there was like a gang shooting outside my Chinese shop.
I heard there was someone got shot in the library as well.
Probably.
Library.
There was
Yeah,
like bullet holes in my Chinese shop. Like 3 people died. And a month later, in my actual accommodation, someone died. They like OD'd. They didn't find their body for 2 weeks. Until like it started smelling.
Oh my god.
Like everyone was like, what's going on? Like there was police in our building, was like, what's going on? And then there was a funny smell in the lift. And I was like, yeah, someone died. They didn't find their body for 2 weeks. Yeah, I left. I left.
But that's how Coventry was.
That was a Coventry,
That was
Coventry.
experience.
Scary
What
place.
about footballing wise? How were they footballing wise though?
Yeah, they were decent. That was obviously my first team experience. It was good. It was scary, but I scored a banger. I scored probably
Yeah,
my
like
best
that.
goal.
Like that.
Probably the best goal of my career for Coventry.
Swear.
Like literally, it was such a good goal. But apart from that, hated it.
How do
Game
you
home
find
run.
first team football though? Like,
I love it. I
Like-
love it. Like, because even when I was at Watford, like, and even from under 18s, we was playing in a first team league. So I'm like used to playing against first teams.
okay.
But this time, like, it's proper.
So what position do you play?
What position do you think I play?
I don't know, cause you're talking about bagging.
I used to play centre mid.
Okay.
Used to.
Striker.
Yeah.
Play up front.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Like anywhere central. Like even at Watford, I did a season at centre back, but I hated that. I'm a striker, like a proper just striker.
Out and out. Cool.
Yeah,
Number
but
9.
come on. That's
So what?
me. But I'd say I'm like an old-fashioned striker.
So tap-ins, you're just
No,
a poacher.
no.
What, you're a poacher?
No,
Elbows
I'm
and
just
that.
like I'm just an old-fashioned. Like I'm not I don't need to do all the skills, all that stuff. Like, I'm not too flary.
Just shift the ball onto your right foot from there. It's a long
Trey
day.
Didi. I'm like a Trey Didi.
Serious.
But it works though, so that's all that matters.
Okay.
But centre mid, only if I'm fit do I like playing in centre mid.
Okay.
I'm a bit unfit striker.
Striker.
So that's what you're playing for. You're playing for Millwall, striker.
Yeah.
So
Like
what?
starting a striker, 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Have you played any games for them so far?
Yeah, like I literally had a game Sunday.
Sunday.
I bagged. Did you not see on my story? Bagged.
I think I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw.
Little volley, something. Nothing too good, but
Okay.
yeah, no. At the moment, 2 goals in 2 games, so it's not too bad.
Doing your thing.
Tally's there still.
Then
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
got
what?
last pre-season game this Sunday against Fulham. Season starts the week after, so
Bad. What division are they in?
they've just been promoted to the Premier Division.
Premier
Yeah.
Division. Okay, so what?
Down.
Prem Ballers on the 2-man step.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So what's your pre-match habits or something? What's the thing they say?
Well, at the moment, obviously they play in South London.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm still living in like just outside Watford, Hemel side.
Mm.
So I have to wake up like 2-3 hours before I even have to be there. Like, I don't normally eat before I leave my house. I normally eat on the train. Like, I'll get like pasta or something or a salad, eat on the train. Normally I'm like 10 minutes late. Like, I'm normally running down the road to get there on time.
You're
Like,
warming up. You're getting
yeah,
ready,
literally I'm doing my
warming
warm up to
warming
get there on time.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
stress at the minute because obviously I have to go into Euston and then do the underground. Like, when I move, it'll be so much easier.
So what, are they gonna sort you housing or that's
I'm
when
going
you...
back to uni.
Okay, so
it's like going to be a bit of both, basically.
Okay,
I'll
makes
literally be
sense.
like one stop from my training ground, so it's pretty perfect.
It's not bad still.
Yeah, I've never really had like a pre-game. I just
So-
always used to eat porridge, golden syrup porridge. That's all I used to eat before football.
before football.
Like, it became a habit though. Like,
Like,
every
every
week
game.
I'd have golden syrup porridge.
And
Like
it just
training
grew
as
on
well?
you, innit?
That I just always used to have it.
Is that training as well, just games?
Now, because I train in like the evening.
Mm.
It's a bit weird to have porridge in the evening.
Yeah, okay.
Nah,
So it'd
makes
just be
sense.
like a quick Saturday morning, Sunday morning porridge. Couldn't be bothered to do
Okay.
anything else.
Makes sense, makes
But
sense.
now it's just like whatever I can find.
You
Or
just-
cook on the train, like whatever I can take on the train, basically.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
not
about
bad,
it.
not bad.
So how do you, like, before going into, like, let's do training and a game, before going into training, what's your mindset? Like, what do you tell yourself?
I'm just like, to me, I play my best football when I'm enjoying it. So I try not to think too much into training. Like, training's where I'm proving,
Okay.
where I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
make
yeah.
mistakes.
Yeah.
Games, my mindset's a bit different. I try to like picture what I want to do, basically.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
What,
I
do you
imagine
picture it while on the pitch or beforehand?
Yeah, like both. Like, I'm just,
Okay.
for me, obviously I'm a striker, so I love scoring goals.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
like, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna bag today. Telling myself, and then it happens.
Bag,
Then
yeah.
it
Yeah,
happens,
do your
come
thing.
on. But
Do your
training
thing.
is a bit more calm. Like, I don't really go into it too much thinking, I need to do this, I need to do that.
You just
I just
go
try
with
to
it.
enjoy it, yeah. And then
Okay,
results
okay.
show on
Not too
Sunday.
bad,
That's
not
like
too
that.
bad still.
Best
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
not too
So
bad.
have you set yourself any targets of how many goals you want to score or something this season, or not really?
I don't want to push it because obviously I wasn't thinking I was even going to be starting. Like, obviously coming to a new team,
Mm.
so to even start and get 90 minutes for me, that's more than enough. To then be getting a goal, 90 minutes and starting, I'm more than happy at the minute. I can't lie. I just need to maintain it and then work on that. But I've said this season's like my grinding season.
Okay.
Like, I want to do that and then some.
So what?
Yeah, okay.
Man should be looking out on TV then.
Soon come.
Soon
Soon
come,
soon
what's
come,
that?
saying
Soon
that.
come.
Saying that,
Remember
yeah.
the name.
You lot remember,
Can
man, make
pronounce
sure.
it this time.
Lithia.
That's not how you say it.
Isn't that how you say it?
That's not how
She
you
said
say
it
it.
at the start.
Bolitho.
There you
Bolitho,
go.
yeah.
It's
I'm
not
not gonna
spelled
change
how
that.
it's said.
Yeah.
Lucymariebolitho.
Okay. So what's your pre-match music, man? Put us on.
Do you know what? Lil Durk. That's my goat though. Like, I listen to Lil Durk anyway, but Lil Durk just gets me pumped. Lil Baby, Lil Durk, all of them.
Okay.
American music.
Anything American?
Sometimes a little bit of Bashment. It depends. Depends who's on music in the changing room. It's never normally me. I don't like my music.
So whoever plays
Yes.
whatever, that's what comes on.
Pretty much. But when I'm like on the underground or the train, I'll have my AirPods in. It'll be normally American. Sometimes I'll switch to a bit of Bashment. Depends what mood I'm in.
Okay, makes sense.
I need to get like a before football playlist. I think that's what I need to do and just get hyped.
Yeah, now like you have a gym one.
Yeah,
like that.
I need to do that. I just don't have any time to do anything at the minute.
Busy.
It's so stressful. I mean, it took me long enough to come in here.
If you know how long, I can't lie. Do you know how long it's fam?
I'm here now. That's all that matters.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Training straight after, but I'm here.
See that? She put us ahead of the training. That.
Very important. Obviously.
Come on. But now, so what? What would you tell a younger version of you like right now?
What would you work so much harder than what I did?
So what? You've had your times where you're like, I'm not working hard enough.
Yeah, like because when I was young, obviously I was in such a good position. Like I was playing academy football. Like I was traveling across the country, doing all this, and I didn't realize how like good level I was playing at.
Yeah.
Like I kind of took it for granted a bit, I think. And I kind of just didn't put as much work in as like. Obviously, then seeing other people like over the sea, like a few years ago, all doing bigger things because they put that extra work in. Whereas I kind of slacked and I kind of was like, oh, cool, I can go out the night before game day, that's fine. I can go out with my friends still. Whereas they kind of made them sacrifices and I didn't want to make them sacrifices.
Okay.
So as much as I'm in a good position now, I could have been in such a better position if I kind of worked a bit harder, I think.
So
like, I just do the bare minimum.
Did it demotivate you at any point? Like, have you ever been at the brink where you're like, I want to stop playing football?
Yeah. Like, there was a point where I gave up football for a few months.
No, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that was when, like, my parents split up. So it was just, like, it was a bit of a techie time, and I was just like, fuck football, don't need it. But I was only, like, 11, so I took a few months off. I'm missing something. Came back to football, and it's probably the best thing I ever did. Like, I'm so happy I came back.
So you've been playing the season in and out?
Literally, since. Probably the biggest break I've had since then was obviously when Rona happened.
Yeah.
And that was just weird. Like, I felt myself getting fat. Like, just slept all day.
Yeah,
just like...
I was even going to ask you, how did it feel in that whole period without playing football?
It was horrible. And it was so much harder than getting back. Like, because getting back after being not used to, like, training... Like, because obviously I was training, like, almost every day. Playing week in, week out. Like, I was fit. And when Rona happened, I was at such a good point as well. I'd just come back from an injury. I was back starting, all that. And then Rona happened, and I was like, basically, what do I do now? And at the time, I was just going to uni as well. So it was like, what do I do? And obviously, because I'd moved, I had to move to a new team. Finding new teams during Rona, it was just like, it was impossible. It was just a weird time. And then getting back into football after that was just like, it took a lot, like it took a lot of motivation. There was times where, especially at uni, I don't know if you felt it, when I would wake up at like 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, and you just boxed up in your room
Literally,
all day.
like, you'd wake up, you'd go to sleep, it would be dark. You'd wake up, it would be dark.
Yeah.
Trying to motivate myself to get out of bed and go to training was, like, horrible.
Well, were you still training for it?
Yeah, but, like, nearer the end. So, like, in the beginning, like, the actual lockdown, we had a few weeks off, and then we came back. Obviously, I was in, like, this... I was just sleeping too much. Like, I didn't come
So what, was you missing training and stuff?
I remember I missed one training session, and I was just like, what am I doing?
Because you were sleeping?
Yeah. Like, I remember I woke up late. Like, I set an alarm, and I must have just not woken up. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, I need to pattern up. I need to get my life together. I think I came home for a week, came back, and I was like, I'm back. Okay. And then I left a few months later. But...
Nah, I get you. So... Like, you see when you take L's in football, like, what do you do? Like, how do you tell yourself, cool, I need to bounce back now? Because for footballers, it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Theirs is the hardest, like, because have you been, like, dropped, anything like that?
I've never really been dropped, but I deal a lot with, like, injuries. I get a lot of injuries. Okay. And that's, like, my main... Like, even, like, Sunday, I sprained my meniscus. It's like in your knee.
Yeah, I can't lie.
What is that now?
It was two things.
Like here, basically. I can't lie, it was my fault. I wiped this girl out, like, clean. Like, I just slid through her, basically. I don't know why I did it. And all up here is, like, all cut. Like, I don't slide tackle. I'm a striker.
Yeah.
What am I slide tackling for?
Yeesh.
But yeah, like I pulled the muscle here.
That
But
one
apart
just
from
sounds
that-
painful.
Yeah, like injuries, I haven't done.
Yeah.
Always getting injured.
What's like the most frequent place that you get injured?
Everywhere. At the moment, knees have been fine until this season.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it could be a knee season. It's not good. I'm
Oh.
scared. Knees are scary. But my worst injury was when I broke my foot. That was when I was at Watford. I was having such a good season. I was literally scoring every game. And then my foot started hurting. I was like, what's going on? And I was joking about like, oh, I think I've broken my foot.
Yeah.
I just would strap it up. I strapped it up straight for 2 months. I went into a cup game. I think I was captain. I just scored 2 goals and this girl crunched me. My ankle went like this. And next thing you know, my bones just went...
Foot's gone.
All my metatarsals... what was it called? Metatarsals? That's what...
I don't know.
My metatarsals.
I don't know muscles and that.
No, but you know these ones here, all of these just like literally snapped in half. I screamed, I was like, fuck. I was all the way in like South London. It was my dad's birthday. He told me not to play because he was like, you've got a bad foot anyway. We was meant to go watch the Arsenal-Watford game. He was like, let's just go to the Watford game, like it's my birthday. Got a bad foot. End up fucking my foot up in the hospital now. Like, yeah, you've broken your foot. We think you've had a fractured foot for the past 2 months. So I was
for 2 months you
I
were
was
playing...
playing on a fractured foot.
Oh.
Like it was like only like a stress fracture, so it wasn't too deep.
Yeah.
But like obviously I went into that game and just completely snapped. It was like if you hadn't strapped it up, like your bones literally could have come out your foot.
That's nasty.
So yeah, we missed the Watford game. We ended up beating Arsenal. And then we went out. I was like, cool, Dad, I'll make it up to you. We'll go out for a meal later that evening. We went for a meal. Ended up fainting in the queue for the meal. It was just a horrible day.
That sounds like a shambles
horrible
of day.
day.
I swear down.
Yeah, but I was only out for about 3 months. I remember I used to... So that was when I was like in year 11. I used to skip school and go gym at 5:30 in the morning. Like, I'd literally be in the gym from like 5:30 up until like... With my uncle, he would just train me until like 9 a.m. Then I'd go back at like 5 p.m. that evening. Like, I was literally... that was when I was probably so motivated just to get back. I was doing double gym sessions, everything. I came back in 3 months.
Wow.
I literally did 2 training sessions. There was like, you're in the squad for this week, but we're going to like keep you on the bench. But then my manager ended up not being there for that weekend. So it was like the academy general manager. He took the game. I remember my manager said to him, he was like, whatever you do not start Lucy. Like, don't start her. He ended up starting me as a striker. Because at that time, I was playing as a centre mid. I bagged 5 goals. I'm not even kidding. It was the best comeback I've ever made in football. Like, I literally just... we literally won like 5-1, like 5-1, 5-2. I was like, yeah, I missed football so much. Yeah, after that,
that
I was
one
like,
there, just walk it up.
After that, I was like, yeah, cool, I'm back. Like, I'm back for good now. Like, I'm not.
You bagged 5 goals, and you were normally playing centre mid.
Yeah, but I played striker that game. I won't gas myself up too much, but yeah, I wasn't even meant to be starting that game. Ended up playing 90 minutes. Just come back from a broken foot.
Serious.
So what, your first game back? 90
and
minutes.
if anyone thinks I'm lying, there's a whole like article about it. So
I said find it.
She come with the receipts.
She
come with the receipts. She come with the receipts.
On my Instagram in the highlights, it's somewhere there.
She came with the receipts. So what? Even on Instagram, do you do any sort of modelling?
No,
you're an influencer. I'd say you do the influence.
No,
she's an influencer. Listen, at the end when her socials come out, you lot go pre. Tell us if we're mad.
I just take pics for fun, like it's nothing.
I saw one.
Okay, I saw one saying 25%
you know,
off.
like that.
No, didn't. I've never done that. They're lying. I've never done that.
I saw Ramon eyes that are lying.
No, like
alright, so what? If I bust open the IG right now.
Go on my IG right now.
Cool. So you didn't tag no influence brand thing.
I think I did one time, and then I removed it. Like it's not there anymore. Like go find it. Go and he's going.
Nah, if you don't find it, it's long still.
I know exactly what picture you're talking about as well. It's on my Instagram, my catfish.
I know she's right.
Yeah, she
told you.
Why did you remove it? What happened?
Because like I just didn't need it. Like my bio is literally just some bullshit. I think I tried to be funny in my bio.
I kick ball around for 90 minutes.
All around the pitch for 90 minutes. That's my bio.
Yeah.
But that's going soon. As soon as I get announced by Millwall, obviously that's got to come out.
What's it gonna change to you? Millwall player.
Footballer at Millwall.
Yeah, serious.
Yeah.
Serious.
But obviously I can't do nothing at the minute.
Okay. So Millwall as a club, like, wait, what day you actually get announced on first?
I don't
That you
know. So
think?
I was at the stadium. I signed my contract the other day. I was at the stadium on Friday getting all my pictures.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the scarf
Yeah,
behind the head,
Yeah,
the t-shirt and the
yeah.
manager, all that stuff. And then I think they only announced that there was 3 or 4 of us. 2 of them have been announced so far. So next week or so should.
So wait,
if
did
this
they?
comes out Sunday and then you haven't been announced by then, it's like
Don't
you
come
broke the
for
news,
me,
fam.
Millwall. Yeah,
You broke the news. You broke the news.
Come
Wait,
on.
so
I doubt anyone's that interested anyway.
did they do like those trailer things before you get announced?
They was going to, yeah, but they just did. I think they've done like pictures and stuff. I'm gonna show you my other girls like when they got announced.
Yeah.
But we're doing like a whole media day soon, you know, with all the green screens and all that stuff.
Okay.
So like if you score, what
Yeah,
thing you're
like-
gonna do on that?
No.
What are you thinking to
What
do?
should I do? Use man, tell me what to do.
Celebration.
Good.
I want to say a shush, but that's very generic and boring
It's
still.
just,
Yeah.
Come on, you got to
Get
come.
me? What are you
I don't
thinking?
know. Let me
Come on, I'll
think.
do a celebration and I'll
Let me
dedicate it to
Dedicate
the
to
2-man step.
Yes, that's exactly what you need to do.
A
still.
little
Yeah.
promo,
Yeah. You lot heard that one still. You lot heard it. You heard it.
Good.
I think you should do that still.
You should do
What
that.
am I doing? You know, like when Chunks did that celebration.
Oh yeah,
with
for
the thing with the
Mason
knees.
Mount.
Yeah,
With the
go
one
on.
with the knees.
Yeah, give me one.
How acrobatic are you? Can you do cartwheels and them things there? I'm asking a question.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna bust two backflip after I
Yeah, it's
score.
not backflip. No, that's too much.
Nah,
No,
maybe
backflip, innit?
Robbie King
Hey,
celebration.
Get me like a cartwheel or something
I
like
can't
that.
do a cartwheel. You see how long my nails are?
I said my nails. Not that you
Wait.
can't do them, but it's just
No,
your
I
nails.
actually can't do a
So
cartwheel anyway. I'm not very flexible.
Oh,
I can lift.
okay.
I can straighten my leg. That's about it.
You did say you're a proper striker, innit?
I'm an
Yeah, I hear
old-fashioned
that, I hear
striker.
that.
Could you imagine Troy Deeney doing cartwheels around the pitch?
Right. You'll probably like break his wrist.
Exactly.
Probably
There we
something like
go.
Yeah.
Rah, celebration.
Come
Fuck.
on.
I don't know.
Now I'm asking you the question.
Yeah,
This is my
yeah.
interview.
Fair, she switched it on us, fam.
She stuck it on that store.
We'll come back to that one. We'll come back to it. We'll come back
I'll
to
think.
that
I'll
one.
think.
Alright, so when you were watching football growing up, who did you like watch and think, oh, right, I want to play like? Was it Troy Deeney or?
I used to hate watching football.
Oh,
Like,
really?
absolutely hate it. Never used to watch it. And then obviously my dad and my brother had a season ticket at Watford. And every now and then I'd get dragged down there. I literally used to come with like a backpack of things to do whilst I was at the game. Like literally like toys and stuff like when I was young. I hated
Oh,
it.
so you weren't even
I
about.
hated it.
Yeah.
I just used to love playing it. I used to hate watching it. I don't know what it was. And then when I got to like, I don't know, year 9. How old are you in like year 9? Year 8, year 9?
Like
14.
Yeah, like
13,
14, I was like, oh, it's actually kind of good to watch.
No,
Yeah.
surely that also goes down to the fact of you were understanding the game more.
Yeah,
as well,
like
innit?
when I was younger, I just used to literally just play it for fun. I didn't used to take it seriously. I literally just used to do it because I enjoyed it. But I think then when my parents split up as well, so how it used to be was my dad would go to football with my brother, I'd stay home with my mum.
Yeah.
Obviously, then my mum left us. And then I'd kind of get dragged to football. Like I
Okay.
had to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
because
yeah.
I was too young kind of to stay by myself. And then the more I watched it, I was like, oh, this is actually kind of good. But it used to be a thing where I used to just love being there live-o, like in the grounds.
I'm seeing it.
And I didn't really watch it too tough on TV. But now I can't, like, that's all I do.
Just
If I'm not
watch
playing it, I'm watching it. If I'm not doing that, I'm there watching it live-o. Like, because I have a season ticket still, like, after all these years.
Oh,
Still got a
okay.
season ticket at Watford.
Yeah,
I'm there Saturday for our first game.
Are you
so-
playing on Saturday?
I didn't even realise there was a game Saturday. My dad told me on the way
Yeah,
out. He's like,
league
make
starts
sure
on
you
Friday,
remember to
innit?
get your season ticket for this weekend. I was like, oh yeah, whatever, dad. But yeah, no, so I just love watching it. But I've never really, you know how like they have that player they just
Yeah.
look up to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I have one.
What player you're looking up to? Just saying. I wanna
Like
play them.
one, like my favourite player. Like I don't think.
So
I
you
have one.
don't put your game around any sort of.
No, like I'm my own person.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm my
Yeah,
own
yeah,
player.
yeah.
Like.
Okay,
You
I
do your
get
own
that.
thing. You don't
Yeah,
really
that's
look
what
up
I'm
to anyone too
saying.
tough.
No, like I watch football.
Yeah.
And there's players I rate very highly, but I wouldn't say, you know, if I could ask you, you might have like that one player,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you, I don't think. I do love Messi though. I love Messi, but I didn't even watch him that much.
Yeah, because we can't, innit?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Spanish,
on,
yeah. We're not even Spanish football no more, but
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Fan for PSG, innit? So,
but
Messi. So what? Who are your top 5 players in the Prem?
honestly, I don't even think I could tell you.
What about in the world?
I love Jadon Sancho. He's probably my.
Of course.
Typical, innit? Like,
I do love
you know.
Jadon Sancho. Nah, not Loftus Cheek.
Oh,
Yeah, like
okay.
he's nice looking, but I wouldn't like look up to him as a he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, but he's not someone like a. Jadon Sancho, I rate what he did like when he went out to obviously like
Germany, yeah, that was a big step
that.
still.
And now obviously to come back, like
Yeah.
I think he'll do good, but obviously he's not bad looking either. But that's not why. Like I actually do.
Nah, I get you.
And I thought he played so well in the Euros.
Yeah, every time he
Like,
came on, he did 6 though.
He did his
so
bits, yeah.
sick.
He did his
Sick.
bits.
Like I think but I do love Troy Deeney as well.
What for a legend?
Come on,
Yeah,
Troy
I hear
Deeney's.
Have you
And
met him?
like-
Yeah, I was literally about to
Yeah,
ask
I've
you
met
still.
him quite a few times. To be fair, he's such a nice guy. Like not like I've just met him like when I used to go like after games and stuff like that. Trying to think if I ever met him through playing. I don't think so.
Have you met any Watford players through playing?
I remember one time, so like Watford, like when I used to play for them, they had like a box, and I got invited up there. There was when I broke my foot. Actually, they was like, "Oh, you've been playing well." Like I just broke my foot. They invited me up there, and I met a few players like after that.
Okay.
But like, no.
But
I remember they
through-
paraded us around the pitch one time.
Whereas in they took you around the pitch.
Yeah, like against Crystal Palace, like at half time, they like paraded us around the pitch.
Around the pitch. Yeah, you look done
Yeah,
your
I
thing.
fell. Oh my gosh, I tripped down the side of the pitch in front of like 20,000 people. Because they're like in the pitch.
Can
like,
someone find that video, please?
No, stop.
Is there a
No,
video?
look, I hope not.
There's
I
definitely a
think
video somewhere.
There's
still.
probably somewhere.
There's
Like,
definitely a
because
video
obviously
somewhere.
there's the pitch, and then like where the stand is, there's like a little like.
Oh, yeah. Where before the
that was-
advertisement
Yeah,
pitch
like
thing,
a,
innit?
yeah.
Before
And
the
I must have
boards
been
and that.
walking round, and all these little fans are trying to like high five us, and I wasn't really like, I don't know, I didn't want to do it. I was like, I'm not a big time footballer. Why are they trying to
Yeah.
high five me? Do you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I was trying to be someone I'm not, and then my friend must have nudged me to go do it, and I just tripped down the side.
That's so embarrassing. Did anyone say anything?
I
Did you hear,
thought
like, a
no
wave or
one
something?
saw. I thought surely no one's paying attention that much.
Yeah.
Came back, my dad was like, "Did you mean to trip over?" I was like,
Oh.
"Fuck, he caught me."
Them ones
So yeah,
there.
it was a bit techie. Oh, sorry,
Right.
but yeah, no, I don't really say I have proper players that I look up to.
So you said
Okay.
Jadon Sancho and Troy Deeney.
Sar,
They're the
I
main
love
two.
Sar as well.
Ishmael
No,
Assar.
he's
Yeah, he's
so
a player.
good.
He's a player.
He is so
He's
good.
very young as well, so
He is
he's
so,
young.
yeah. But
Nah,
apart
he's-
from that, I used to love Pogba, but he hasn't really gone a bit.
Yeah.
Pogba's,
At
you see
United,
with
it's not a
Pogba, it's a
problem.
hit and miss,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I mean. Like, when
it's either
Pogba-
you hate him or you
yeah.
don't, innit?
But yeah, who's yours?
Who do I look up to?
Yeah, who
I
do
don't
you-
think full, but if I was to look at full, yeah,
Didier
holding
Drogba.
mil, huh?
Didier Drogba.
Nah, not Drogba. Yeah, actually, Yaya Toure role. Get me.
Yaya
Send the
Toure.
mid, score goals. I do everything. Run the ball. You get me. That's my thing. Who are you?
I don't know, man. Like, 'cause when I used to play ball, you know, for all the niggas that know, I did my thing back in the day. I did
Tells
my
me some
thing.
stats. Apparently, he scored like 30 goals in 20 games.
I did.
Good.
I did.
Get the
And-
receipts up
yeah,
for that.
no,
Where's
no,
the receipts for
You
that?
can't show us the receipts. That's the
Wait.
problem. You can't show us the receipts.
I'm like, you've heard this on set. I'll shout my old gaffer. If his number goes through, you lot will get your
Not going
receipts.
through.
He'll send it through WhatsApp, everything. You'll see it. I'll come on
You can
set,
look
show you
online still.
one by
You
one.
can look
There-
online.
I don't think it's online.
It's
I
definitely
can get my
online.
receipts
Yeah.
up like.
Like that. Okay, I'll check online.
Yeah.
If it's online, it's
Pressure.
online.
Pressure.
No, but listen, I don't need to come and cap. Man done my thing when I was playing ball, innit?
Mm.
Like, niggas know. I
Was that
scored a
even
lot
the
of goals.
question?
That wasn't a
That
question.
wasn't even the
That wasn't a
question.
But
Okay, but anyway, what? Like when growing up,
yeah. Not growing up. If you had to like right now play, and you're like, oh, I want to start my football to play like somebody, who would it be?
I don't even know.
Yeah, it's actually
Flipping-
quite a hard question.
It's a Lukaku type thing, fam. Back to goal, turn the defender quickly, something like that. Along them lines, isn't it?
Do you know when I was younger, actually, to be fair, I used to be obsessed. You probably don't even know who he is. He's a Watford striker. Do you know Vidra?
Yeah,
Matej
Vidra.
Yeah, I used
Played
to
for
have
Reading,
him.
yeah.
I used to have him on the back of all my shirts. I used to love Vidra.
Yeah,
I was
Vidra.
so heartbroken when he left Watford.
I swear he played for Reading. Yeah,
He's at
he was
Burnley now.
Yeah, he's.
Burnley.
Yeah, I think so.
He don't start though. I don't think he starts.
No, like he's
meaty,
not as.
He's meaty now.
When I was young, I don't know why I proper
Nah, he
like
was-
Igalo,
no, but he was
like
cold.
all of
He
that.
was-
Like,
he was actually
'cause
cold.
What my thing is, I watch football, but I watch Watford like very heavily. Like, obviously, I was going to all the Watford games. I didn't have time to watch the other games. I wasn't really interested in any other games. So for me, it's like Igalo, Vidra,
Igalo,
that's all you
Dini,
knew, innit?
like that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Igalo's hard though. Even
Yeah,
when
he
he
was
came
hard.
up.
still.
He was
Igalo's
hard. He was hard.
Like, when I was young, it was like I remember Ashley Young used to play for us.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
05 though.
Yeah, I remember I met Ashley Young when I was younger. Like
That was like
time,
05.
I was like must have been 4 or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
When
So
he was
wait,
playing for
who's
us.
the biggest player you've met in the game?
That's a question, you know. I
Damn,
don't
she's
know.
met ballers.
No, I haven't met ballers. It was probably someone like played for Watford, like Ashley Young or something like that. I remember like they're not even that. I met like Jamie Redknapp and that when when they do the Sky Sports thing.
Yeah.
And I met Thierry Henry
Oh,
Just
Thierry on
When
really
did you
like
meet?
at Watford.
Watford.
What happened? You
Yeah.
came down and
Yeah, when he was doing them half time. Like, I
For
think-
Sky Sports.
Yeah, he did some Sky Sports thing.
And you met him
Yeah.
face to face like that.
Yeah, I got
Wow.
a picture of him somewhere.
Does he know you that you play ball?
No.
Oh, he
It
doesn't know you
wasn't
play-
like it was literally
Oh,
like a
okay.
thing like you hold out the phone and
like,
Oh,
can you get a
okay.
selfie?
yeah, it weren't like a communication like
Okay, okay.
hi, I'm Lucy.
Yeah. Nah, I get
No,
that.
it
I'm
wasn't a
Thierry.
thing like that.
Right.
Okay.
Like I bumped into people, like I've seen people, like especially when I go out now, like they're sometimes like in the same place.
Okay.
Okay.
So what? Do you get fans come up to you and be like, oh?
No,
You don't.
no.
Soon come, man.
No,
Soon come.
No, like yeah,
come.
hopefully soon come.
What's
I
your?
wouldn't know how to act.
Yes, it'll be so awkward, didn't it? You feel like-
I'm such an awkward person. Believe it or not, I'm so like antisocial. I'm so like if you saw me walking down the streets, I don't think you'd want to approach me. Like my face is just like I'm so stuck in my head, just like where
Just
I'm
like
going.
that. Like that. Okay, I get
Like,
you.
I'm just- especially if I'm by myself, I'm just AirPods in,
your own,
out of the, I'm
You're
zoned
just
out.
to your own, innit?
Yeah, like I just keep myself to myself.
Nah, soon come, man.
But I don't know, if a little kid came up to me and was like, can I have a picture? Obviously, I'd be like, alright. I don't know why you want it, but cool.
You're a baller, man. What's the most goals you've scored in a season? Give us figures. I know you're talking like the 30s and that.
Yeah, like when I was at Watford, I was top goal scorer of the league.
Oh,
Centre
league.
mid, yeah.
From centre
centre
mid.
mid?
Yeah.
Okay, serious. And how many goals did you get?
I think I was somewhere in the 30s, yeah. I can't
Wow.
remember the exact number, but
And what was that
this
first
was under
team?
16s. No,
Oh,
this
under
was like
16s,
this was like from I did it for a few. I think it was 2 seasons in a row.
You played centre mid? Or was
No,
it
top
just
goal scorer, yeah.
In the league?
top scorer? Oh.
And were you playing centre mid both seasons?
Yeah, like a centre mid 10. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's some serious stats still, I can't lie.
Wow.
Man.
I thought that was a striker and that. But
Yeah.
Wow, you done
Yeah,
your thing,
like
yeah.
I started playing more striker like now, like this season.
This season.
Like even when I was at Coventry, I was like a number 10.
Okay.
Number 10.
So this is your first season, like in and out striker.
Like out and out, yeah,
Yeah.
like proper like. I can't see myself being a centre mid either this season.
Yeah, okay, that.
But I'm kind of happy. I like being a striker, to be fair.
Like,
Like,
what-
I just
Go on.
no, go on.
Why do you prefer it?
It sounds bad, but I think I've got a bit lazier. Like before, I used to like being centre mid when I was proper fit, like defending, attacking, all of it. Now it's like I still can do it, but I don't have to do it.
I get
Do you know what I'm
I get you,
saying?
I get you.
Like
It's
I
not your
don't
role.
have to be here, there, everywhere.
Mm.
Whereas obviously as a centre mid, just like expected to be here, there, everywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
And I like being on like centre mid. You're more creating opportunities, whereas I like Finishing opportunities, yeah. Getting on the score sheet.
I get that.
Yeah.
Any trademark celebrations?
I just get so gassed. Like when I score, it's like, I just like, we all just celebrate like that. I don't really have a celebration.
Okay.
I want to get one, but I just feel like when it comes to it, I wouldn't use it.
Nah, if it's a thing, if you use it once, then you got to tell yourself.
It'll be your thing.
Yeah, like I need to.
continuously do it again.
We just when I find at Millwall when I've scored, like everyone's just so happy. Like we're all just so gassed to each other. Like even if it's not me scoring, it's someone else. Like we're just so happy. Like I remember when I scored on the weekend, my girl, she literally just jumped on me, like full on, just ran and jumped on me, and like we all just celebrated together.
Unity's there, man.
Like it's more of like a whole team celebration than like a one person
individual one, innit?
Yeah, but I want to find. So I'm saying, you guys, come on. Where's that celebration?
Off the dome, like I'm trying to think, but
can you dance?
When I'm drunk. I'm a bit stiff.
Come on with this.
Why would you gonna say? Give us.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
I want to get like some hand signals. Like, how do you do LB with hand signals?
LB.
Because that's obviously my initials, isn't it? Like what?
Nah, wait.
Like that? Should I do like that? Is that like a B? LB?
Yeah.
Wait, am I the wrong way around to you? Wait, no, it would be that way, wouldn't it? It would be that way for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
So like that.
That's an L. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
But like close, put them together, innit?
Yeah, or try to put the L in the B.
What? Nah, they don't even mad. That's all mad.
So like this, like LB. Wait, my day was missing on that finger. That's all.
Wait. How did you do?
It's an L, and then I can't even. I'm even gonna try.
That's a B, isn't it? That's a B. Yeah, like a.
Surely you just do a standing B like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
but it'd be that.
No, but that's like no, what?
Looks like some gang sign.
No, when she's
and you're in South as well, so
when she's running,
you know what I mean.
When she's running to the camera, innit, you just quickly bust
the camera's all up high. It's one of them VO ones. You know the VO ones?
You don't have the close ones to the ground.
No, they're the ones
normally
that like
the one close ones for crowds for telly, innit?
Yeah, like come on, I'm not that big.
Come on, mate.
No, I just look up to the camera and go like that.
Okay. Do you have any like aspirations of ever playing in the World Cup or anything like that?
I wish.
Or not a World Cup, but like.
I wish.
Have you played internationally?
No.
Yeah, soon
come on,
still.
soon come.
You get me?
What
about like
hopefully.
FA Cup.
We're FA Cup this season, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That could be huge if we get far in it. Like you never know who you'll come up against.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So wait, are you in the WSL league?
Which one?
WSL, is that a level
football is so like it's so confusing. Like it's so hard to explain. It's not the same as like obviously you have the Prem Championship. Like it's so different to that. But no, it's a Millwall. They had like they was proper up there, and they basically like something happened. Like they departed with their men's and like all that, and they got pushed down a few leagues.
Okay.
But they're back with their men's club now, and like now we're just on the come up again, basically.
Okay.
So they had it tough. I can't lie. Like.
Well, what happened with it? Finance, or you don't know?
I don't know. It was a few years ago now. I wasn't there obviously when it happened. But like Millwall ladies used to be huge, like up there like with the big boys.
Oh, right.
But something happened. They just like departed with their men's, and now they like but. We're coming back slowly but surely. We'll be back soon, like 100%.
Definitely.
But yeah, no, I'm still young, so that's what that matters.
Yeah.
Like I've got time.
So what's your expectations for like a couple years on? Surely you want to get that call up, man.
Yeah, I wish. I'm not gonna put too much pressure on anything though. Yeah. For me, like I said, this season's about being the best I can be. Like I'm doing 1-to-1s, things like that, like outside of training. Like I just want to be starting, playing as many minutes as I can, scoring as many goals as I can, working on things I need to improve on. Obviously everyone's got improvements. For me, I know what I need to improve on, and it's just like perfect and things like that.
So what part of your game do you think you're lacking then?
For me, my touch is good, but I feel like my touch could definitely improve. Like my first touch is a bit.
So what if we had a ball now? It's
you dead? Are you dead?
I can do it, but it's just like consistency. Sometimes,
I get that,
there's a few times it's a bit
wayward.
And for me, I feel like my confidence, like I've said this, they did like a signing article, and it was like, what are your challenges? Do you think your challenges would be for the season? And mine was my confidence, because I've always said I play my best football when I'm the most confident. So when I first started training and playing with Millwall, oh my gosh, I wasn't playing myself, because I was obviously coming into a new team. I didn't know anyone. My confidence was just awful. Like, I hadn't played for months because of Rona. I was just off. Like, my game was just off. And then obviously training, the more I train, the more I play. Now, like, I'm confident, and now I'm, like, it's showing. Do you know what I mean? I'm scoring.
Yeah.
Like, I think, that first goal kind of just
set the pace for everything, innit?
Literally.
Cool.
So, I mean, my confidence is huge. Like, you wouldn't think it's such a big thing, but it is. For me, confidence in my game is massive. Yeah, that's what I mean. I just need to be more confident on the ball, because I know I can do it. Yeah. But it's just being like telling myself like you can do it and doing it, and not losing my head. That makes a lot of sense.
Wow, you got head loss. Easy.
Sometimes I can just lose my head, and then it's like gone.
What's that quick?
Like after that tackle the other day, I was like, my head's gone.
What, did you get booking?
The ref called me dangerous.
Oh.
The ref actually called me dangerous. He's like, I should probably book you, but it was a friendly.
Oh, okay. So he didn't really take it too tough.
I'll show you after.
Bad challenge.
Yeah, it was very late. It was a late challenge, but.
Did you apologize?
The game's the game.
You have to charge it for the game,
after,
man.
Like, she had a bit of mouth after, so I was like, cool, whatever. In 5 minutes, I was like, oh yeah.
So what, you're on scrappers?
My bad.
Are you on scrappers though?
Nah.
What, if you got a scrap on the no, on the G though, I need to know this. Like, if you got a scrap on the pitch, are you scrapping? Like, are you actually gonna scrap?
If someone hits me, this is what I've always said. I don't. No offense to any girls that fight. I don't think girls fighting is cute at all. It's not like not like in myself. That's how I see it. I think it's just.
This doesn't mean you females watching should go and provoke
I'm not trying to come for you. I'm just saying personally, like that's not the way I want to carry myself.
Okay, yeah.
But don't get me wrong. If a girl hits me, am I a dickhead?
Yeah, you're gonna hit her back.
I'm not sitting there and taking it. That's how I see it. So if they hit you first,
just
cool, do your thing. Back yourself. I've always backed myself, and I don't feel like I hate getting violated. I hate it. I don't like feeling violated. So if someone hits me, it smokes after that. But I wouldn't hit someone first, I don't think. I don't know, they'd have to send me crazy to get there. But on the pitch, I've never had a fight on the pitch before. People have wound me up, like people have. I've wanted to, but
never done it.
Nah, like there was oh my gosh, there's a fight the other week though. It happened. I don't know what it came from nowhere. Like I was literally like. I think this girl must have pushed one of my girls. Next thing you know, she's pushing her on the floor, head-butting each other. And it was from the quietest girl in the pitch. Like, the quietest girl on our team, you would not expect it at all. Next thing you know, she's scrapping on her pitch. I was like, I had to run over that. Chill, it's fine.
I said she's throwing headbutts.
No, you know that thing where they put like their heads together?
I was about to say, right.
Nah. I thought she did a Zidane thing.
Trust me.
I thought she did that with Zidane.
A headbutt thing, but...
Oh, okay, cool.
But I personally never had a fight. Like, I've had girls, like, kick me or, like, do things on the sly, but never had a full-on.
Is this on and off the pitch?
Yeah.
So what, you've got, like, on the pitch, you must have the closest person to you giving you verbal, innit? How do you deal with the verbal? Come me? It's a long thing.
For me, like, it's a thing where it depends what the game's saying. So if we're losing and someone's giving me verbal, my head's gone.
Yeah, that's
when it's like, because the thing is, you can't even back it.
Yeah, because you're losing on top of it.
Because they're saying stuff to you and you can't even defend yourself because you're losing. Like, you actually just look like a dickhead if you try and violate them back because the scores...
Yeah,
sure.
Saying
the scores, but if you're winning... Oh, it's so much fun. Like they just bite. They just bite because you're winning.
Oh,
like you just nibble on them. That's it, and they just bite back. Because the thing is, if you're winning, you've got it all behind you. Do you know what I'm saying? And the score always will show, like,
What is?
what it is, yeah. But if you're losing, it's a long day.
Yeah.
My head's gone. But if I'm winning, it's funny. I find it funny. Like, it's funny at that point.
Okay.
I'll just be like, cool, I'd pop another goal past you. Like, what's good?
Oh.
Come on. What can they say to that when they're
Nothing.
like 2-0 down? Do you know what I mean? Their head's gone at that point.
No,
Yeah,
I can't
you
lie.
Just
When I
get
was
in their
playing,
heads.
When I was playing, and man used to say that to me, staffing their toes and corners, elbows, everything.
yeah.
I'm an
Serious.
elbower.
You like that?
Elbows.
I don't even mean to sometimes, but my elbows just come out.
Oh,
I remember.
Digging the ribs.
I
straight
remember.
to the centre back.
Wow. And if they get too close, sorry.
No, finish what you're saying.
Sometimes they just love sticking on me. Like, I'm not even on the ball. Like, they'll just be like this, like touch tight. Just step back. And then
Contact's there, innit?
no, like I just step back. Two step on their foot.
Yeah.
They're not trying to come that close again.
Yeah, so sometimes
Yeah.
you gotta do that though.
Like, why are you so close to me?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're trying to show their presence, though.
The ball's all the way up on the other side of the pitch, and you're on my back like that.
They're trying to show presence.
I'm trying to get in your head still.
So I just quick little step back.
Yeah.
Showing
Oh,
this
my
possibility.
bad. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh no. Yeah.
It will happens again.
I remember one time I pinched a guy's face, pinched his cheek
You're
on
joking.
the pitch.
Yeah, that
Nah,
does
but-
surprise me still.
Nah,
Like,
you see what it was? It was
Wait,
a
when
thing
you
of
say pinch, like an aggressive way or like a...
no nails
like a-
thing. I went like
Yeah.
that. I pinched him. Like it was. I did it in a way I grabbed his whole face, but I made sure I pinched him as well, innit?
Yeah.
So that's how I did. Like, cause basically we were in the final year of one cup now. I've missed. I can't lie. I missed the sitter in it. Ball come across. I skied it.
Oh.
I skied it.
admitting Where's the
skied
video to that?
No.
You
You
can
see
find
what-
that one, though.
I'll put my hands up. Like there was a few times man said, "Rah, like, damn, that wasn't good, bro." Get me, but nah, like we lost, and you see me, I get head lost fast.
Yeah.
You can provoke me, as in, if you say something, I'll completely just go crazy. So he must have said something like, "Bro, oh yeah, you've missed about 10 times this match," and it was a thing of, I was just like, "Oh man," and then I just deep. So then ref weren't looking now. Yeah, I've kicked the ball out of play, and then I just went like this and pinched him, and he was like, "Oh," holding his face. I just walked, kept walking.
Okay.
You
Ref
didn't get
said,
caught?
ref said, "Come over. What happened?" I said, "I don't know." Just walked over, and then all the people on the side snitched on me. All of them
the ref?
snitched.
What
Yeah,
did you think? Like, what
did you
did
book?
you expect to
yeah. I
happen?
got booked.
Oh,
They just gave me a yellow though.
Oh,
Gave me a
last
yellow.
weekend, this girl, I'm so convinced it wasn't me, but obviously because I've got like the longest nails on the pitch, they all assumed it was me.
Yeah.
I'm so convinced it wasn't me. This girl, you know, like the Lion King, you know, what's his name?
Simba. Oh,
No,
Scar.
He's
Yeah,
got the
Scar.
huge scar from his eye to the bottom of his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
This girl had the huge, like, it was bleeding, like a huge scratch just from her eye to the bottom of her face. Blood literally was coming out,
Oh.
like bright red, just a huge scratch here. She tried saying it was me, but I don't think it was.
What position does she play? This girl.
Centre back.
It was
So it
probably
was
you
you.
still. It was
What, there's
probably
two
you.
strikers on the pitch. My nails, I don't think would do it. Like everyone assumed it was me because of my nails.
No, that's my long nails though.
Thanks. I don't know if that was a compliment, but thanks. No, but I don't. Acrylics wouldn't do that. Like. that
You
was,
wouldn't
like,
leave a mark.
Not if like it doesn't do that. Like these are quite blunt, but like it was literally like bleeding,
The whole way.
like from her eye to her bottom of her face.
That's a nasty one.
Yeah, but
Nasty one. But yeah. So
my
wait.
bad if you're watching it. It wasn't me.
So switching it up here off the pitch, what do you do? Like if you get into it, what do you do on your? Or you just rest?
Like your
kick
day
ball,
to day, innit?
get 'em?
So my week at the minute, I work like I'm still working.
Mm.
So I work football. The only day I don't have either work or football is a Friday, and that for me is like my freedom day, like my rest day.
Okay.
I say rest day. It's my going out day basically. If
Okay,
I'm gonna
cool.
go out, it'll be on a Friday, and that would be kind of when I just forget about football, forget about work, and I just live
Party,
it up
innit?
for the night basically.
Okay.
Okay, that's not bad.
Like yeah, that's my proper going out day. Like that's when I'll see my girls. I'll go out, do the whole.
Yeah, the serious.
The little- yeah, that's when you get them drunk texts
Yeah.
with me at like 4 a.m.
Yeah. Nah, them ones.
I'm so baffed by that text the next day. I was like, when the fuck did I call you?
No, them ones where you were just licked.
I
You just
was-
licked and you were just typing
I-
and then you just wake up and you're
How
like,
did that happen? Did I call you?
You called still at like 4 in the morning. Man's all like, "Yo, like, what's good? Like, what's happening?" And I'm just hearing shouting and that. I can't lie,
them
slowly
ones
it's
there.
That
time
was
to go back to
my
bed still.
first appearance at Shoreditch. I'm not a Shoreditch person. Normally I step like Libs or something.
Yeah,
So
serious.
that week we had a week off. We went Shoreditch, and oh my gosh, I don't know who I thought I was. I was using wine as mixer. I hope my manager doesn't watch this. I was on the train. I had a bottle of wine. Down the first bit of wine. I had a bottle of vodka as well.
You mixed the
Vodka
wine
in
and
the
vodka.
wine. Back that, and I had a Magnum. Back the Magnum. Then I was drinking Henny straight.
I'm surprised you didn't throw up.
what?
You did throw up, innit?
I'm so embarrassed to admit it, but on the cab home, I had my head out the door like a dog on the motorway, throwing up out the side of the
Yeah,
cab.
you're mixing bear drinks.
I love wine as mixer is such a good idea though.
What?
Wine mixer, no wine, vodka and lemonade. I'm telling you now.
What?
Get the tropical Echo Falls, lemonade and vodka.
That just sounds like a death
on set. No, next week we'll do it.
We'll do that
Do
shit.
it, yeah, do
And then
it.
constantly
We'll
just
do
drink that.
We'll just sit
It's
that
such
the
a
whole
nice
the whole
wave.
time.
But then I downed a Magnum, and obviously when you start mixing Magnum and vodka,
Magnum.
But that's what we normally have on
Magnum's
set.
Well,
Just-
Magnum's like a different level of drug. Like Magnum gets you a different kind of wave to vodka.
Yeah.
So when you start-
yeah.
And
Magnum.
then Henny got brought into the mix.
Yeah, it's long. Magnum makes me lose my eyesight. Nah,
Magnum
mom's
just
on a
makes me
blur.
feel a bit-
Like I just get bare blurry.
I think vodka's more aggressive though. Like
I
vodka
drink
grabs
vodka.
man and shakes man up and that.
You see vodka when it hits the throat. Yeah.
I drink
it's a
vodka
peak
like it's juice nowadays. Vodka's my drink.
Vodka's your go-to.
Vodka, yeah. I don't really like brown liquor. More of a white liquor.
Okay.
Okay.
But
okay.
if I'm really trying to crash the boat, it's a Raise.
Yeah,
Rain is the
Raising if you need to stay
Raise
far away
is
from it.
scary.
I don't even try to go near
Yeah,
Raise,
trust
man.
me. I didn't even use that as
I had
too
Raise one
tough, innit?
time. Yeah, I was in someone's garden on the floor.
Raise is
It
a
was a long
scary,
time.
scary drink. No, like Raise is Raise is scary. But I'm trying to like chill off. Now we're back to the season starting. I'm trying to bake off a bit now.
Yeah. Wait, so you don't train on Saturdays? Or you do train on Saturdays?
No. So Saturday's my off day as well from
Okay,
ball.
yeah.
Sunday's my game day. So it's not too bad. So if I go out
Yeah,
Friday,
you have Saturday to...
no, I work. But then I work Saturdays until like 4 a.m.
Oh yeah.
do you work Saturdays till 4 and then play on the Sunday?
Yeah, my life. This
Oh,
is what I
mad,
mean
mad,
by
mad.
my life's so like. People don't believe me when I say I'm busy. This is what I mean. Like I'm literally constantly.
On the go.
Busy,
yeah.
innit?
And the thing is, I sleep like crazy as well.
Mm.
So I need to try to fit everything in. So I'll get home at like 4 a.m. from work. Go
What
sleep
time's
till, like,
kickoff?
Kickoff's normally about 3 p.m. But then I have to leave my house at like 10, 11.
So what you sleep?
Ooh.
You don't actually sleep at 4 innit? So
No,
You
like,
finish work at 4. Wait.
Wait, so like I my work closes at 2.
Mm.
If I'm quick, I can get out. I can get home by like 3, half 3. There's times I've got home at like 5:30. Yeah, it's
What is it? Like, there's a bar?
It's do you know View Lounge in Watford?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
know.
place. It's like a.
I swear there's a
nice
shisha bar as well. Yeah.
Restaurant.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, so that shuts at 2 on the weekends. So that's just. I was there last night until 1 a.m.
And then getting
Long
back and
day.
like...
And I just sleep. I need like 12 hours sleep. That's why I woke up at 1. I was like, "Are we still doing today? Cool. I'm going back to sleep."
Yeah,
I've
quick.
got 12 hours sleep. So what time did you get back yesterday? What, like 3?
We stayed a bit later yesterday.
Yeah.
Like we just chilled for a bit, but I got home at like 3:30 yesterday. Like 3.
Yeah, it's a late one still.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
long
from
one.
ball, I get home at like midnight.
Oh yeah, so what, like, even like tonight.
I'll get home about.
How do you get back
midnight.
train? That's horrid. That is
I
actually
need-
That
horrid.
is so
That
long.
runs.
So wait,
After a
that
sweaty
means
session.
where'd you get the train to then?
So I train in like Bermondsey area, like
Yeah.
Canada Water.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
Canada Water to London Bridge, London
London
Bridge
Bridge
to
Yeah,
Euston,
they do Houston in a minute.
So okay.
The thing is, I don't even live near the train station.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even
It's
worse.
just long.
So
Like,
how do you even get a lift?
I'll either Uber it, or if there's a bus there, I'll get bus. There's been times, I kid you not, it's so embarrassing to say this. There's been times after a session I'll be so tired. I'll be in my Crocs after training with my backpack on, running for a bus, sprinting. I kid you not, like sprinting.
Yeah, because if you miss that bus, it's long.
It's the last bus. And it's just a thing where I'll happily get Uber, like, but because of how much I train, getting like Uber after every session.
It adds up, innit?
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather just save it. Like,
it's true.
I'm not this person that's like, bus. Like, as much as I hate getting on the bus, if I have to get on a bus, I'll get on the bus.
Yeah, man. That's serious.
But yeah, I was in my Crocs, sprinting down the road with a huge ball bag on my back. Like, it was awful.
It gets long. I can
tell. I could
after a long session on top of it, innit?
So how long do you train for? How long do you train for?
How long do we train? We start around 7, 7:30, finish about 9.
Okay.
It's not too bad yet. Sometimes like we was in on a weekend for training the other week. And like I'm starting to do 1-to-1 sessions now as well, so I'll probably come in and do a 1-to-1 session around 4 and then go training.
So what, you just chill there, innit?
Probably, yeah. Because it's just pointless going all the way home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So just
ball off there.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Go for a walk. Enjoy the
Birmingham.
scenery. Yeah,
Beautiful.
enjoy beautiful South London.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But
Your days are jam-packed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
Yeah,
I respect it, man. I respect it. Respect it.
The grind don't stop, innit?
Grind don't stop.
It will pay off too, so it's...
That's what I'm saying, like, that's how I see it.
Keep at it and...
Like, even if football doesn't happen, I've got backup. Like, I've got things I want to do outside of football. That's obviously why I go uni and stuff like that.
So what are you doing? What is it?
So I'm doing like sports psychology. So if I don't make it in football or like alongside football, I want to be like a sports psychologist.
Okay.
But I also want to do stuff like media wise to do with football.
Football, yeah.
Like
journalism.
Yeah, like broadcasting, all of that. Like even like things like this, like to do with football, like being the face of things, like all of that, like sports. As long as it's to do with sports, I'm there. But that's how I want my job to be when I'm older. Something to do with sports.
So as long as it's in sports, you're good in it.
That's what I mean. Yeah. I want to work for like a team or something like around football. Nothing else interests me. That's the thing. Nothing else interests me apart from
football.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, nah, I get
or like getting lit on a Friday night. That's the only other thing.
Yeah, but you've got the right balance though.
That's what I mean.
You got the right balance.
Like,
if it was a thing of one was more than the other.
Yeah, no, like
then
I definitely am getting tired of going out, and it's only been a few weeks. So. Yeah. I like being in my bed. Believe it or not, no one's gonna believe me. I'm a homebody. I love my bed more than anything.
I can't lie. Every time I see your snap, you're out.
Don't listen to him. He's lying. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Okay, do you know where it was? So when I came back from uni, obviously I wasn't working. Football season was off at that point. No, it weren't. It was Rona, so I weren't kicking ball. I was just in my bed every day, sleeping. Literally, that was it. I became a bum. Like, I'm not even gonna.
No, but everyone
try away from it.
I think that's during that.
I was homebody times 10. Like, I didn't leave my house. I barely saw people. Like, when I would see people, one of my best friends, she lives in Derby. My other one lives in Woking. I just go stay with them for like a week. Yeah. That's it. Come home, sleep. So now, obviously, now I'm back at football. Now I can go out. It's like I've slept for a month. Been in my bed for months, so I'm just making the most of it now. Yeah, basically.
Okay, that's true.
But like when the season starts, it definitely I'll become more of I am a homebody at heart. I believe the amount I sleep for like 12 hours. Like literally, I just sleep.
12 hours is a long time.
I sleep for like 12. I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 4 o'clock.
And you got ready and you're here.
I sleep, yeah.
Yeah, literally.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he was like he's like, just wake up early and we'll let you know what we're doing. I was like, no, I need an alarm because I'm not coming otherwise.
No, I can't lie, it's slightly my fault because they were like, am I driving? And then I took it to the airport this morning, it was all long.
I needed the alarm, otherwise I wouldn't have woke up and been here today. I'll be so real. You're
Yeah, I
lucky I woke
respect
up
it
at
though,
1. Did you see my like half awake voice? I was like, what's going on today?
Yeah, that's why. Like, I saw it. I was just like, oh shit, I didn't even know what's going on.
And then I was like, once I knew, I was like, cool, going back to sleep until 2.
Yeah,
Bye.
set your alarm. Set your
And then
alarm
I just-
straight.
Yeah.
So-
Went back to sleep.
So you were saying, where do you normally go out then? Like, where it's not if it's not Shoreditch ever.
Libs.
Libs.
We are liberty.
Liberty.
Stop. Like, so what it was, like, obviously before the clubs were open, it was kind of like I don't even want to say it, sound bad, but like APs, things like that.
Yeah.
And obviously the clubs opened. First day, me and my girl, we went Libs. And then, you know what, we were meant to go other places.
Yeah.
But because I'm so late, like, me and my girls were so bad with timing. They tell us to get there for like 10, half 10. We turn up at like 11:45.
Even when we came to grab you today, I was like to Damz, I'm not getting there for 4. I literally said that to you.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm not getting there
So
for
bad
4.
with timing.
You did.
So bad. So it's like, it's been a thing where we've just been going Libs. Like, we did one, because the only reason we went Shoreditch was because we had an event in Shoreditch.
Okay, cool.
So it wasn't like we went out in Shoreditch. It was like an event kind of thing. But yeah, that's kind of
That's a Libs thing
Around,
for you. Okay.
like, it's
Okay.
somewhere in London,
Yeah.
basically. But I need to bake. Kind of.
And
Season starting, man.
That's what I mean. Like,
Season starting, so
it's not.
when you start getting into routines, like
That's
it
what I
just
mean,
become
yeah.
norm, innit?
That's what I mean. So soon, you won't see me out. I'll be back to being a homebody soon. Come.
Yeah, we're still balanced though. I feel like you can't go out small.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what.
yeah.
Do you know what?
It's not
I
like
feel
you
it
just...
like I need that day to
Yeah.
myself to kind of
Yeah.
remember I'm still young. Like,
Yeah.
And enjoy what you're doing.
enjoy it. Yeah, that's how I think I have the nice balance of, because I have something to look forward to.
Mm.
Like, as much as I love playing football, it can get a bit tired. Like, it can get a bit sometimes.
Sometimes
So
it's
that
just
day
like
is
repetitive.
yeah,
innit?
and
Yeah,
obviously
yeah,
where
yeah.
I work as well. Like, before, I only got 2 weeks off. My summer from football. I only got 2 weeks off. So we finished the season. I literally got 2 weeks off before I was back in for pre-season.
So down,
Them
well.
2 weeks, not even joking with you, I worked every single day.
For the 2
Apart
weeks.
from one day, I think I had one day off.
Wow.
So it was a
Wow.
thing, I literally think I went insane. Like, I had like a mental breakdown. I was like, I can't do this. So now it's a thing, we're coming into it. I'm like, look, I need to have a day where I'm just doing nothing. Like, even some days on a Fridays I'll have football or something like that. Like, I'll have a 1-to-1 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, even on my off days I'm doing
still
something.
doing something.
Still doing something.
But I just need that day to kind of just breathe, because even my days off from work, I was having football, so it wasn't a day off.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do I see my friends? Because I've got to be in South London for 5 o'clock. I've got to be in Watford for 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like-
true. It's a lot. It's a lot on the plate.
Yeah,
Innit?
so
Almost all the time.
it's good to have, I think, a day, like, rest is so important. Like, you don't deep it, but rest is actually like, I need it.
Yeah.
Otherwise I'd be going insane right now. Still alive.
Still here.
Still
I'm
breathing.
floating.
For real.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you just got your jug right, like you just know to yourself that cool, like.
Yeah.
But what I'd say, like, if I was on your type of thing, it'd be the same innit. But like, I think I'd do more 1-to-1 sessions and stuff.
Alright, okay.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
I'd
no,
just-
100.
I'd balance it,
For
but
me, yeah.
you can't stop the days you go training, innit? That's
How many
Yeah.
days a week do you train?
3,
3.
4, yeah, 3, 4.
And are they all like you're with the ball innit, or you
Yeah.
have a fitness
So
session?
like normally, oh my gosh, it's horrible. So normally our fitness days are Monday,
Oh,
Nasty.
start
but
wait,
we play on Sundays.
Uh,
So it's literally like next day
what is,
After
like
game
with
day.
fitness day? What does it contain?
sprints.
That's not
A lot of sprints.
Nasty.
A lot of sprints, like box to box. We do this thing where it's like you jog one length of the pitch, like you jog the little bit of the pitch, like the back line, and then you have to sprint across the pitch to the other like corner to corner basically.
Yeah.
And you like basically like you're doing a Z, like continuously. So you'll jog from that corner flag to that corner flag, and then you'll go diagonal sprint, and then you'll jog, and then you'll diagonal sprint, and then you'll jog.
Oh, that is
How many
so
times in a row?
Like 4 times. Like 2
That's
on each
so
side,
long.
yeah.
Fuck.
Or we'll do just like normal box to boxes.
Yeah.
but like continuous, yeah.
So that's so nasty.
That is so.
But don't get me wrong. As much as it's horrible in the moment, it works.
Yeah.
So like, as much as I hate it on a Sunday, it makes
feel-
it. I can go
yeah.
90 minutes. Because in the beginning of pre-season, oh my gosh, after 20 minutes I was blowing. My first game back, I was blowing.
God.
Now I can do 90 minutes, and obviously I'm still blowing, but it's like I
You
can
actually
do
finish
it.
it. Yeah,
I can do it now.
Yeah.
Fitness is always one thing that I feel like I still need to improve my fitness 100%. But it pays. Like, as much as it's horrible in the moment, it definitely like
pays off.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man.
But once I move, life will be so much easier.
Yeah, because
once I'm living locally, I won't have to like put 2 hours, an hour aside to get to training.
It saves so much time, innit?
So I can do more. Like, I can go gym before training. I can go gym after. I can do all these things. I don't have to rush to get a train home or any of that. Like,
it makes your lifestyle easier as well.
That's
makes
what
everything
I mean.
easier.
So I can't wait till I move.
Yeah, when you move, are you gonna be living with your teammates?
Nah, I think I'll be in like an accommodation basically.
Okay.
But I like to live by myself. Like, so like obviously there'll be people there, but like it comes down to I'll be by myself.
So wait, you see, at Watford, was it only you Millwall signed, or you and like from Watford?
So I obviously didn't come straight from Watford. I went to Coventry.
Oh, from Cover, yeah, you said.
But yeah, like the way women's signings, it doesn't really work as much as men's. Like, kind of go down for a few training sessions. If they want you, they offer you a place.
Yeah, like a trial list.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
But like, I didn't go to like the trial. So obviously, Millwall they held trials this season, but I didn't go. Like, I was already.
Oh, you already
there before then, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so they basically invited you, saying, "Yo, like, come down."
Kind of, yeah. Like, it was.
How did it feel though, leaving, like, obviously Watford? You know,
Watford. For me, it was like I was playing for the club I supported.
Yeah, which is
like, everyone used to be like, "What team do you support?" And I'd be like, "Watford," and they'd be like, "Oh, what? Because you play for them." Be like, "No, like, I've been supporting Watford before I played for them." But yeah, like, it was a good feeling because everything was just one. Like, the team I supported, the team I played for. Now it's the thing, like, the team I play for isn't the team I support, so it's a bit. Obviously, I've love for. Now I've got to have love for Millwall as well. Like, it's weird because now, like, I've got to look out for what they're doing as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, before, I'd look out for Watford scores anyway.
Yeah.
But now it's like, it's good to see
more,
what the team I'm actually playing for is doing as well.
So against them, will you celebrate?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Watford in the same league as well.
Well, Watford just been promoted.
Oh, so you just missed them?
We played Millwall last season.
Oh, okay.
But it was weird. Like, I remember Watford played Coventry. So when Watford played Coventry, I was still at Coventry, and it was like, obviously I'm repping Watford.
Yeah.
Here.
To heart, yeah.
But in a way, if Coventry win, it does more for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if Coventry get promoted, it does more for me.
Yeah, you're playing for them, innit?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how it was. Like, when Watford got promoted and I was playing for them, like, a few seasons, when Watford first got promoted, it was like, shit. Like, I'm so gassed because my team's just been promoted back to the Prem. And I'm actually playing for them, so it's doing bits for me as well. Like, I can say I'm playing for... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you still.
But, yeah, Millwall, they're in the Championship, the men's, so...
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm not going to have that issue no more. Like, Watford won't be playing Millwall no more. But I know they did, like, at the end of the season, but I wasn't really at Millwall properly then. So it wasn't, like... I was repping Watford.
How long was the whole Millwall thing? So, like, when did you know that you were going to sign?
I knew before pre-season. So I came to them, so I was training with them basically from like May to June, and then pre-season started at the end of June, and I obviously had the call with my managers, like, what's going on, like, what we're doing for the season, and they was like, yeah, cool, offering you, like, we want you to sign with us basically, and I was like, quite like, I was gassed, like, I was happy, So and then it happened from there. Obviously, came back for pre-season. I'm here doing my thing.
So wait, I want to understand. So wait, there's no like fee involved and agents.
No.
In women's football.
Like, I've had agents approach me, and kind of, but this was when I was like a year ago when I didn't really have much footage of myself either. Like, I don't know, women's football, it doesn't really work like that. until you get kind of to like
High, yeah.
Okay.
At the
Soon
moment,
come,
yeah.
man. Soon come,
Yeah.
like we said, man.
It's all a kind of it's women's football. It's easier, but it's also so much more complex than you think.
So wait, how does the league work then? Like, how did the leagues work in women's football?
What do you mean?
As in, like,
You're saying first team, so I thought first team was like.
Like I'm playing for Millwall first team basically.
yeah,
like,
okay.
So from there's like nowhere I can progress to in terms of Millwall because I'm already
In the first.
in the top
Oh,
two.
only Millwall as a
okay,
club
yeah.
can progress, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm
okay,
saying,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So like that obviously that's in that sense it's the same as men's.
Yeah.
Like you'll obviously have like under 23.
So the centre of developments, all of that,
yeah, like all of that.
Okay, makes sense.
Whereas
makes
I'm at
sense.
the top of the basically if you look at it as like a chain, I'm at the top of the chain for Millwall.
Mm.
But like Millwall can progress as a club.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
in
what
that
are
terms-
Millwall step below or like 2 steps below?
Yeah.
I don't even like really understand women's league because I'll be so real with you. Because what it is like, so there's WSL 1 and there's Championship and there's like the national leagues, but they're all in like
individual bits.
They're in like like regions.
Yeah.
So like parts of England basically,
Okay.
and then you progress through there. It's a bit confusing. It's not as simple as like League 1, League 2, but you know you have like League. And then you'll have like Southern.
Yeah, the Southern.
All like it's a
So
bit
like
like
that.
it's a bit
Okay.
similar to that, but higher up in women's football.
I got
It's
you,
like that
yeah.
basically.
Okay, I get that.
So like we've just moved. We're now more London based, but we've got teams in Brighton.
So yeah,
all of
pretty
that.
much all of that like surrounding area you guys gonna play.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, wow.
So
But when you're in the FA Cup, it's everybody.
yeah.
So from like the big boys all the way like.
Yeah, but
And they
obviously you
showed that
have-
on BT Sport as well.
They show the women's FA Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think there's obviously like the first round. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
I'm gonna slap you when you're running on the pitch.
Stop.
70th minute in the game, glare red.
No, as long as I have my eyelashes on, I'll be
Nah, I can't lie. If you score and do the celebration, hard.
Yeah,
Hard.
lit.
But like, I don't know. Do they show like the first rounds and stuff? Because obviously, I think like it's the same as men's. Like you come in earlier, based on. So I don't know what round will come in.
Like if you come in the third, you might come in the first.
Yeah, I don't know
Even
what round.
preliminary. That's the word still.
Yeah.
Preliminary.
Preliminary.
Yeah, I don't know what
yeah.
rounds we come in, but I'm hoping that's for me. Like that could be a
Yeah, that's true.
like
So that's your expectation this season.
FA Cup could be like I want to put a lot into FA Cup because it's a thing where you don't know who you're gonna play. Like you could get like Man City. Obviously, I hope we don't because that could be long.
Yeah, it's playing on
But
could be long.
you got to think about who's watching that game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like it's
That's
exposure.
true.
Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Definitely.
Serious.
Like huge exposure playing a team like that.
For
So
real.
as much as you wouldn't want to get up a team like against a team like that, it could do a lot for you. All it takes is one person to look at you and think.
Oh,
She
shit.
might not
decent,
even
innit?
be from Man City. It could be from a completely different team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm happy like where I am.
Yeah, okay.
That's what that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying my football and I'm enjoying it quite a bit at the minute. So
We even say that as well. Like as long as you're enjoying something,
That's what I
sometimes
mean,
it's just
yeah.
that's good enough,
I'm
innit?
happy.
You know what
Like
I mean?
I'm not looking too far ahead right now. Like I'm happy where I am. Like
But you must have the dreams of,
yeah, obviously
playing
I have
at
the
those
dreams.
stages,
Like what
yeah.
I was before Millwall, I was meant to go out to Spain. Like
What,
not a lot
to
of people
play?
know this. Yeah.
Okay, you're
Like like Deportivo.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna go over there. I have he's kind of like an agent, and he knew a club. He knew obviously like Deportivo. They was looking, and they was like, oh, does she want to come? And obviously I was like, yes, like get me out there,
of course,
like
Yeah, sure.
first flight, I'm there, like everything's sorted. Like I'll actually be playing football full time, all of that.
Yeah.
Then because of Rona, it fell through. It couldn't happen.
Oh.
But I would have been playing against like Barcelona, Real Madrid.
That would've
All
been
of
mad.
that was
That would've been crazy. Yeah.
Living out in Spain, like
Yeah.
Playing ball. So what is
Yeah.
obviously because of COVID, that whole thing just went
that
a
just
bit.
yeah.
COVID just
He
fucked
was
shit
like
up.
to me, your better option is Millwall, and I was like, do you know what? That's cool because I don't know how I'd explain to my dad.
That you
Moving
wanted
to
to come to
Spain.
Spain.
Yeah, like, hi dad, not going uni. I'm going to play football in Spain. I don't think he'd take it very well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I've got years for that. Like I've got time still.
Yeah.
But at the moment, like I said, I'm happy at Millwall.
Yeah. Your dad must be proud though, what you're doing.
He must be so gassed every time he speaks to his friends and that.
He's alright. I remember when he's just like, he gets very stressed for me. Like, he's quite like, I don't think he means to be negative, but he's quite a negative person.
Okay.
He's like, how are you going to do that? Like, how are you going to balance football with this? And sometimes I just want to hear a well done. Do you know what I mean? Like, just give me a well done.
Yeah.
But because I've got like other things, he's just like, how are you going to do it?
How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that?
Yeah.
It's like, you feel like he's constantly on you, innit?
He's on my back 24/7.
Only for the best, though, man.
Yeah, trust me.
No.
It's gonna pay off. It will, like.
No, 100, because it's made me more independent in a sense. Like, I get myself to and from training every day. I get myself to and from work every day.
Yeah.
I don't ask him for no money. I don't ask him for no handouts.
Yeah.
I do everything by myself. So at the end of the day, no one can say like I've helped. I've made her where she is, because they haven't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like obviously there's been people that have done bits and bobs and helped me, but at the end of the day, I've done it by myself, and that's fine by me. Like, obviously it'd be so much easier if my dad could take me to training or could do this or whatever, but
it is what it is.
It literally, you just gotta get over the hurdles, and that's what I'm doing.
Fair enough. So when you've been playing football, like, have you had any hate, and how do you deal with it if you have? Like, if people say like, oh, like, for example, you're a girl, you can't play football, or
when I was younger,
I
was about to say no, but when I was younger, obviously I was in a boys' team. Oh my gosh, the guys hated it. Because obviously when I was younger, girls' football was nowhere near as big as what it is now. Like, it was very, like, weird for girls to play
I even remember girls and boys used to play together at lower school.
It was weird. Like, and I remember I was in a tournament, and I was like a left... When I played for a boys' team, I think I was like a left back. I think I was a defender. I don't know. But I must have tackled this guy. And he turned around and was like, oh my gosh, a girl just tackled me. I must have been like young. I must have been like 8 or something. Go to do handshakes at the end. My guy dug his nails into me. Like, literally, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, handshake, like, gripped up my hands and dug his nails into me. I had blood coming out my hands. That's how... I went to my dad crying because obviously I was young. I was like, Dad, like, I had fingernail marks in my hand. Blood not pissing out, but like there was blood.
Things in it, yeah.
Yeah, and like from this little guy, like we was young.
Do you know his name? Do you know his name?
No, but if you're watching this...
Yeah, drew him out.
I don't know who he was, but he was dead at football, clearly, because I tackled him. But he dug his nails into my hands. And I remember just going to my dad crying, like, why has he done this to me? Like, why? But yeah, like, my boys on my team, they used to love me. They used to love it. I think in the beginning, they was a bit like, girls joining our team. Yeah. But after that, like, I was one of the boys. Like,
yeah. Were you the only girl who played, or was it others?
Yeah, I was the only girl.
I swear. Okay.
And then, but just playing against teams, I remember I just always used to get looked at funny, like, is that a girl on the other team? Because I used to have a short haircut. I used to have like a bowl cut, like fringe. I used to look a bit like a boy. I can't lie when I was younger. So like, but they would be like, "Is that a girl?" Like
they always are saying to me,
like, "Is that a girl?"
Boy?
Do you know what I'm saying? So it was quite like I was quite happy when I left because I was playing with girls.
That's what I thought about Young M8.
I wasn't that bad, right? Like, you could still recognise that I was a girl. But yeah, no, like, they used to be like, is that a girl? Like, why is she playing? Like, it's just little comments like that, but I didn't let it get to me. I'm still, they're probably fat.
Yeah, they
like,
all stopped
can't
kicking
even
ball
run
and
now,
that.
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
still
true.
doing my thing.
What about, like, no girls from the ends, MVU, none of that?
Oh, you're putting too much.
Nah, but not even gassing
head.
it, but like, there could be girls that you went to school with that you particularly didn't like, and now you're in uni, you're playing ball for a team.
See, the thing is, from my area is such like a... How I see it is like a bubble. Like, when I left school, I came out of that bubble and I had made new friends outside of this bubble, and like I was doing my thing outside of my area. Whereas, like, not even in a rude way, no offense, like, they stayed in this bubble. Like that, this bubble is all they knew. All they know. Like they didn't kind of come out this bubble. So I think they looked at what I was doing and they thought, "What is she doing?" Like, like they was all clicky, like they have the same friends to this day. Like my school friends still chill with the same people from school. I don't chill with like none of them. Like I have love for a few of them.
Yeah.
The rest of I don't chat to none of them.
Oh really?
Like kid you not, do not chat to any of them. Like to the point where if I saw him in the streets, I don't even know if I'd say hi to him.
You might just walk past.
Like I've got nothing to say to him at the end of the day. Like
for real.
no, I've got nothing against them, but like we're just two different people. Like the way they stayed in just this bubble, I came out of that bubble and tried to do something different, basically.
Yeah, because everyone just goes down the same line in
That's
that
what
bubble.
I mean. Like I was just wanting, like I just didn't want to like. I wanted to get out of my area. I didn't want to be in there. I wanted to meet new people, and they didn't understand that. I don't think they were so like friendly with all these people, and they was like, why is she making friends with other people? She's forgot about us. She's like doing her own thing. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I was doing at the end of the day. I was doing my own thing, and I don't think they quite understood that because they were so used to seeing each other every day, and I wasn't there. I remember I turned up to a school party. Must not have seen him since prom. Even on my prom, I barely spoke to anyone. I'm very antisocial. This is what I mean. I did not speak to anyone from my school. So I turned up to a party. I don't know why. I thought it'd be funny with this because I've started speaking to one of the girls again. So I don't know what would be funny. Like let's see everyone's face when I walk in. Like how funny. I got someone accidentally spilled a drink down me.
Was it a girl that you didn't like or a girl?
I don't think she liked me. I don't know. I stormed out. I was like, yeah, it's exactly why I don't fucking come to these shitty parties, man. Like, this is exactly why I don't chat to no one, because you're all, like, petty, like, all stuck in, like, year 11, and I'm not on that. Do you know
It's
what
just
I'm
the
saying?
thing of they're on their decline while you're trying to propel, innit?
Yeah, like, I'm not
really
shitting on no one, like, do you know what I'm saying? Everyone does their own thing. But for me, my path was different to their path, and I came out of that bubble, and I didn't try to get back into it, whereas they're still stuck in that bubble, and do you know what? If that works for them, that works for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how it is, man.
But not going back anytime soon. Like I don't chat to anyone from my school, but I wouldn't say they envy me. I don't know why they would envy me. Like.
You need to know people your age. Like, there's not a lot of people doing what you're doing, innit? Like, man, still know niggas that just sit and they just do their they just bill it all day. Like,
smoke all day, and they're great. Yeah, it's true.
Like they're shooting but smoking their prof. Like, what's going on?
No, like I'm still not where I want to be, so I'm not. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so
you got a bare humble personality. Bare humble.
You know what I mean? You're making it out like I'm bigger than what I am. I'm just doing my thing. That's all it is at the end of the day. I haven't come out of uni yet, so I don't want to like. I can't gas it. Do you know what I'm saying? I've not made enough money as I want to make. I haven't made it as far as I have in football. Like I can appreciate and be proud. Like the other day, I sat back and I was like, I don't really self-reflect. I don't really like get proud of my achievements because I'm not where I want to be. The other day I kind of sat back, I was like, yeah, do you know what, I'm actually doing my thing at the minute. Like I'm proud of myself. Like I scored my first goal obviously for the club. Like I was like, shit, like I'm proud. But I think what it is my dad's humbled me. Like from a young age, he's always humbled me. And I remember we had an argument the other day, and he's like, I don't like what you're doing. Like I don't like the way you're what you're doing at the minute. All this. I was like, do you know what? Yeah. How many other people can say they're doing what I'm doing? Like, this is the first time I've actually, like, deeped it. I was like, most people go out, they're drinking, they're doing drugs, they're staying out late, like, they haven't got a job. Do you know what I'm saying? They're doing fuckeries. I'm working every day, I'm going to uni, and I play football at a high level. Do you know what I'm saying? He just would move mad if I'd go out like one day a week. Like, how can you say you don't like what I'm doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, I could be fucked if you want me to. Do you know what I'm saying? I could come home, bring all the nitties to my house, all that shit, like turn the house into a bando. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to make better for myself.
On another thing as well, you are a female as well, so you know it's seen in, not on a rude thing. For people start drawing me out, but it's seen differently, innit? Like, if it's guys doing what they're doing, then it's like, oh, he's doing this. But it's a female, and you're like, oh,
I feel like people have so much expectations for girls. And as soon as you don't, like, fit a certain way or do a certain thing, it's like people shit on you. Do you know what I mean? Do you not think? Like, but to be fair, it's probably the same for men. Like, you have expectations.
You're not wrong.
Do you know what I mean? Like, people...
Like what?
Like, people just expect girls to be a certain way and a certain mannerism and, like, doing a certain thing. And they expect guys to be a certain way. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
There's expectations, and for me, it's like, if I want to do something, I don't care if people say that's not how a girl should act, or that's not how... Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I've lived that from a young age. You've got to think I was playing football when girls... It was weird for
really
girls to do
football,
sport. Like,
yeah.
do you know what I'm saying? I've never done typical things. I didn't grow up playing with Barbies. I was in my brother's clothes. Like,
yeah.
I was, do you know what, literally, like, I was always in my brother's, like, hand-me-downs. Like, I don't care for... At the end of the day, I do what makes me happy. If someone's got a problem with that...
That's on them, innit?
Fuck you, blood. Fuck you. Fuck you, dog.
But, like, that's what I was saying. I think people they care too much what other people think. And for me, it's just like, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks.
Yeah, you're just doing what you got to do.
No, 100. Like, people get too caught up in other people's lives, and at the end of the day, they're not going to be there when you die.
Yeah.
Their opinion is not going to matter when you're doing your thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, why do you listen to so much to people? Like,
what people think?
Hey, that's how I used to be in it, but basically DK showed me, like, fam, just... if you have your head down, they're just speaking from the side, innit?
That's what I'm saying.
Feel me? They're speaking from the side.
Nobody actually cares. Even if they do care,
they
care for about 5 minutes. They kill from 5 minutes.
They're
After that,
no
one actually cares what anyone's
like
doing.
He said one thing one day, yeah. I got home and saw it like live. Yeah, I thought DK was busting judge. Brother literally said to me, you see when something happens, people forget about it within a week.
100.
And then I saw the quote saying, "Oh, this happened. Look how we've all forgot about it now." I was just like,
everyone forgets about everything.
Literally, like, it's crazy the way life works, but people are too caught up in other people's lives. And like, for me, that's why I don't have a lot of friends. I have my circle, I have a few people I really fuck with. But I don't need to have anyone else. I don't need other people's opinions coming in. That's the good thing about me and my girls is we don't... Like, we care about each other, obviously, but we don't tell them how to act. Yeah. Like, obviously, if there's something, like, really out of line, we'll be like, look, you know, like, come on, like, that way. But we don't shit on each other. Yeah. Like, I know there's girls out there that are, like, their friendships, like, they expect them to act in a certain way. Me and my girls, as long as we're happy, that's all that matters. Yeah. My girl, as long as she's happy, that's all that matters. Do you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Don't care what... anyone's opinions.
It's how it should be, though.
Especially at the minute, I've got my head down. I'm doing what I need to be doing, and my results are showing that. And at the end of the day, my results, like, they're shitting on these people that got anything to say.
So what, your friends play a big impact in your life right now, like?
Yeah, like, I have so much love for my friends.
Football as well, like?
Nah, like, so do you know what it is? So I've got like, my group. It's a small group. Like, there's 2 of us. One of my girls, she plays basketball. Okay. She's doing her thing as well. My other girl, she's doing her thing. Like, she's just found a new job. Big up Vanessa and she. But then I've got, like, my other girl, Sophie, like, and I've got girls from, like, who I've grown up with as well. But, like, apart from that, like, that's very small circle. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I get it.
But I've got no, like, so I've only got a few football friends. Like, there's one girl who I'm close with, who I played with at Watford, Tiana. Apart from that, all my friends, none of them play football. That's the only thing that's sometimes a bit difficult, is obviously after when I come out of football and I look to someone to speak to about my game.
Yeah, you have no one really, innit?
Like, as much as I obviously try to speak to my girls, they don't want to hear me talking about football. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to talk about it. So it's like, who do I talk to about my football?
Yeah, no, like, for real.
No, I get you.
But then again, it's a thing of, it's you, innit? It's you and your journey. So it's a thing of, like, look back, cool, I did this wrong last game. Yeah, let me do this. Whereas you will get that 1-2 person that can be like, if you try this, it could pull off, innit? Yeah. But then again, if you prepare your mind, you can tell yourself that, innit?
That's why I'm just, like, we have the recordings, like, I just watch my game. Yeah. Sometimes I'm looking, I'm just like, I don't even want to watch it. I'm like, why did I do that? Like, looking back, like, why did I do that?
But on the pitch, that's what you thought was
so
best, didn't
like in the moment you're like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But looking back, I'm like, why? Why?
I feel like you feel like that every time you play. Even when I watch these back,
Yeah.
sometimes I look at myself
Sometimes I'm
and
just
think,
like,
why am I sitting
I'm
like
probably
this?
gonna
Like,
look
why
back,
is my hair
why am I
like this?
sitting
Like,
that? Is my hair wrong?
that's how I feel when I watch these back
No,
sometimes.
100.
But yeah, again, I clocked that.
Kind
No
of-
one noticed, and no
It's
one
natural
actually.
though.
Yeah,
That's what that matters.
yeah.
Like nothing. It would be forced
Yeah.
if you sat there in a certain way. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
definitely.
But
For real, fam.
my girls, yeah, they definitely make a huge impact. Like they just make me feel like young. They make me kind of forget about
What you're
this
doing.
shit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like they're
yeah.
like, as mad as it sounds, like a cringe. Like they're like my breath of fresh air.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like when we link up, it's love. No
Yeah.
matter how long, if we haven't spoken sometime, we haven't seen each other sometime. When we link up, it's like
Love straight away.
literally, yeah. Like these are my peoples. Like I'd do anything for my peoples.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
As mad
And
as
us
it
as well.
sounds. Yeah,
We're part,
these are my
we're part of the
peoples
peoples
too.
as well, you know, man.
No, like I rate people and I appreciate people that appreciate me. For me, I used to give a lot of energy to people who didn't give it back. And that's one thing I've learned is I'm tired of giving energy where it's not reciprocated. It's just I don't have the time for it now.
It's also forced, isn't it?
Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I just can't be bothered to give energy to people that don't deserve my energy. Like, why am I wasting time? Especially when my time is so precious at the minute. Like, I'll give my time any day to my girls.
I get that.
But I'd get it back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why am I giving time out to people that
Would
don't
like time
respect
to
me
you,
back?
innit?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like,
Well, now you're giving them time. They don't even care about what
That's
you're
what I'm
doing. Don't
saying,
care
like-
to check on you, none.
that's what
Yeah,
I mean.
I
Like,
get it.
I give love to people who give it back at the end of the day.
For real.
But not a lot of people get that love.
Yeah,
Small circle for a reason. When I was younger, I used to like love having bare friends.
Yeah, we
I
thought
used to
they're
think
cool,
I was
innit?
so
Yeah.
cool, like the popular kid, like bare friends, all this. I grew up was like, why?
What is all this? Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
yeah.
didn't bring nothing to my life.
Anything. If
And if
anything, they take away.
anything, they made me fall off.
Yeah.
Them times I didn't care about football. I didn't care about anything because I was so like, oh, like I've got all these people. I've got this many friends on this account. Like I've got this many followers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like now it's like, what was I doing? If I just sat back, realised half these people aren't my friends, put my head down and focused on what mattered, I could be in a completely different place I was today. But yeah,
We thank God, man. We thank God.
Get me?
God's plan and all that.
Yeah.
But like, it's made me the person I am today, 100%. In a sense where I don't have the energy to entertain.
Don't give it around to anybody.
No, literally.
Yeah, serious. We'll wrap this up by 6:45 in it, so you have time.
Yeah.
Can't even see the clock.
37. So
37 plus
because,
8 minutes.
Yeah, we always
So cool.
run over.
This is what we'll do, yeah. Back. Cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's not coming out still.
What?
That whole bit, the whole.
Yeah, I know. Now we go from now.
Oh,
innit?
saying that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's why I did that. We go from now, innit?
Okay, cool.
Alright, let me do it again. So what's five things you tell to any upcoming footballers, female footballers like you?
5 things. Don't care what anyone says. Just because you're a girl, you can still play football. Don't listen. Oh my gosh, this is one thing I hate. They assume because you're a girl that you're dead. Don't listen to it. Prove them wrong. Like, just because you're a girl, it don't mean anything. Enough guys think because they're a boy, they're better than me.
Nah, some man, I can't lie, some man are meedy.
Some man are right foot and have
it
two
doesn't
left
matter.
feet.
Obviously, there's that whole...
You're taking the piss.
Like... No, but it's true. Like, just because you're
serious.
a guy does not mean you're better than me at football. Like, cool, yeah, there is guys that are better... All that. There's obviously there's always someone that's better than you. But don't assume because you're a guy you're better than me. That's one thing I tell them. Don't listen to guys because guys will just put your head down. Like, because when I was young, there wasn't really a career in football. Like, so it might seem like that when you're younger. Like, there's not really like the same way there is men's all that money. Like, not the future. But don't listen. Just put your head down. Kind of don't get distracted either. And
no men in your life and that, man.
Don't let men kind of ruin what you've got. Do you know what I'm saying? Cool if you find a man that supports you and like helps you on your your way, cool, but
Have you not found that yet?
I'm still single for a reason. Do you know what it is? I'm not bothered. Like, I'm not looking for anything. If something comes,
it comes, innit?
Cool, but they've got to respect what I'm doing, and they've got to kind of have the same mindset I have.
I get that. I get that.
Happen, innit?
Yeah, like, and it's just natural. Like, I'm not doing this whole forced thing.
Yeah.
I'm not here for that. Like,
just letting the journey go how the
I was
journey
someone,
goes.
yeah, that I don't think too much into the future. Like, I'm not thinking about marriage or kids. I'm young.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about right now, and at the moment, I'm a good place. I want to be brought up. I don't want to be brought down. Do you know what I'm saying? So if they can't bring me anything I haven't already got, all they've got to bring me now is just something like enjoyment. Do you know what I'm saying? Like happy, like good vibes. That's all I can. Well, that's all they can bring me at the minute.
Yeah,
I don't need them to support me in money sense, anything like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, obviously, it's nice to have someone to talk to that's like away from your girls.
Yeah.
But in terms of, it's not forced. I don't want nothing forced. I hate fake things.
Yeah, nah,
they come along and it's
just
they can fuck
knocks
you know
everything down.
Yeah.
Knocks everything down. Yeah, I get.
Like, as long as it's good vibes, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
Good vibes.
That's all it is.
Good vibes in life. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Can't be dealing with no stress, man.
Serious.
Finally got rid of stress.
You don't need any more.
Don't need no more stress.
Yeah. I get that.
I've always said, this is how I describe my life. Like, I'm on like a surfboard.
Okay.
In the ocean, I'm just
going with
through.
Just literally just going through life. Go with the flow.
Yeah. That's how it should be though, man.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
For real.
Because sometimes if you plan stuff so heavily and it goes left,
you
feel like
left.
you feel like everything's
That's what
just
puts
gone wrong,
people in depression.
That's
and stuff.
why I am so last minute though. That's why I'm always late to things, because I just go with the flow.
Yeah.
I let.
Because when you plan, like it's even happened to me. I've planned for something, it went left. Man just said, "Nah, allow it."
And that's what it makes it worse. Like, if you don't plan it and it goes left, it's like, cool.
It is what it is, isn't it?
It is what it is. I didn't really put too much pressure on it anyway. But the moment you start putting pressure on something, is the moment everything fucks up.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, in everything, I think. I hate pressure.
Yeah.
Try not to crumble under it, but I hate pressure. Like.
Yeah, but it's each their own, because some people work better under pressure, innit? Something like, for example, you know when you're in school, deadlines are coming up. I feel like I can work better with a week left of my deadline than having a whole 3 months. You know what I mean?
Deadlines.
Yeah. I'm reminding you, you've got some.
About deadlines, because no.
Nah, I get it though. I get it.
But I don't know. I'm just living life at the minute, like making the most of it. I don't want to live with no regrets. Like, I want to do everything now. So when I'm older, I don't look back and be like, fuck, man, I wish I did this when I was young. I don't want no boy to come and make me feel like I can't do something. And then when I'm older, look back and think, I didn't do that for what, a 1 year relationship that
doesn't mean nothing, innit?
But stress, do you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to make memories that I can look back on and think, oh man, I had the best years of my life.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. Like, I hate regretting stuff.
Yeah, I feel like everyone pushes relationships so much as well.
Yeah,
you get it? Like, like,
as much as it would be nice,
I swear to you, it's not forced.
It's not that deep.
It's never forced.
That's what I'm saying. They can't bring me something happening.
Like, chasing relationships, just to me, that's just stagnancy.
Yeah.
Like, it will just bring you stagnancy, because then you're focusing on that, what you're doing, what you're trying to do, and then you're trying to all cram it into one.
So
man learned the hard way, bro.
Every time I've been in a relationship, I've lost focus of what I need to be doing.
Yeah.
Every time. Like, because what it is, when I'm, like, in for something, like, I give 100%. Like, I go in head first. And then I lose sight of everything else. Like, even football. Like,
but you get in a relationship and move a bit, like...
It's like, oh, like... I've got training, but I'd rather see... Do you know what I mean? And it just makes me lose focus. So, like, I need someone that can be like to me, no, like, you've got to go training. Like, as much as I want to see you, you can't miss training. Like, things like that, like, keeps me focused, because that's what I mean. I tend to just lose, like, clarity of what's important when I'm in a relationship. And then they just shit on me and just bring me stress, and then I'm just... this whole load of shit, basically. Lost focus, stressed, upset, and then look, nothing good's coming from that. Do you know what I mean?
For real, man.
To any man watching, you know. Because enough man will say,
No,
oh,
what would
bro,
it-
what's that
Like,
snap tree?
yeah. But them are
Enough man.
definitely gonna say, oh yeah.
So you've heard,
that
didn't
thing.
it? You've heard. You get
Make
it.
sure you know what you're coming with.
I didn't say it.
You have to come with something different, man.
Literally.
And I know enough
Some
man have.
different-
Cause she
come with
literally
their
just
football
told you,
lines
lot.
as well.
She just told you, lot.
sauce.
There's nothing really right now you can give her in it, like.
That's why I say they've got to come with that something I can't give.
Yeah.
Something I can't get by myself. That's what they've got to come with to, you know.
But fucking the bar's
Let's-
high. You get it.
Let's
It's
all give
gotta
the
be
camera,
So you know.
so you know,
It's
man.
gotta be though. You
Straight.
can't settle these days, man.
For
Yeah,
real.
it's true.
What's the
It's
point
true.
of settling? Know
100.
your
it's
worth.
true.
Even guys though, like
Man,
I
them.
think,
Yeah,
they're
no,
100.
you have to, I
like,
think we have to give him
ev-
another one still.
To the one at the back. To all the guys at
all
the
you
back.
is gotta
Don't
know
settle.
your worth.
Don't settle.
Don't
Yeah.
be chasing no bum girl. Like your girl's gotta have the vision. Do you know what I'm saying? As much
Yeah.
as you, like, cause at the end of the day, imagine you have this mad vision, but your girl's a bum. Like your girl's got nothing. Your girl lives off you.
Yeah.
She's only bringing you down at the end of the day.
Yeah. Financially, my time.
That's what
everything.
I'm saying. Like the same way boys have ambition, the same way girls have got to have ambition.
Yeah.
You've both got to have something to give. Otherwise, it's only gonna go left.
Yeah. Because
This didn't come from my mouth.
No, but
There's
it's
one
true.
person.
It does.
There's one person. If you watch it, I dropped a line in what she said to you. So write it down.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like, you can't be your girl. Like, this is a message to girl. You can't be living off your man.
Yeah.
Like, you've got your own life as well. Like, your man's grind with him.
Yeah.
Don't be bringing him down. Do you know what
And
I'm
a lot
saying?
of girls,
Don't be
even
living off him.
older than you, still have that mindset that
That's what I
I can
mean.
just leech off my man or leech off my
No,
man.
like
You
I
get me?
can't. I feel bad if someone like. Do you know what I
Close to
mean?
me.
as
Does
well.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Someone,
yeah,
I feel
for
like
real.
you like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
For
Do you
real,
know what I'm
man.
saying? You can't be leeching off no one. And same way, guys, I wouldn't expect a guy to leech off a girl. Like, you both just.
Yeah. Yeah, that
give
happens.
both.
Though.
Do you know what I'm
There's-
saying?
there's
That's what I'm
man-
saying. It's
there's
not
man
just
who
girls.
leech-
Like,
there's man who
you'd be
leech off-
surprised. You'd be
Lad,
surprised.
they-
Guys
it's
get
crazy.
guys get comfy, like having like. I don't even want to shout out a few people in it, but I took care of my exes. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I took care of my exes.
like how?
I don't want to like.
Okay, you're not gonna.
But you played
Yeah,
the
okay.
wife role.
I
They
was
didn't-
wifey, yeah. I was fucking
and they
wifey.
didn't. They
Yeah.
didn't.
And let's be real, like that's why I say I'm not settling no more. So take that how you want, innit?
Okay, cool.
Whoosh.
Take that how you want.
Whoosh.
Okay.
You
I'm
know,
not
she ain't settling,
no more.
dog.
No, the
Steady.
same way guys shouldn't settle, the same way girls shouldn't settle. Know your worth.
Guys, know your worth,
True,
man.
very true.
The
Please.
saying bombs go for bombs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
man.
True. That's true.
Yeah,
Very,
man.
very true. Still.
If she's on your vision, she's the one, bro. I'm telling
That's
you.
why you've
Yeah.
both got to kind of have the same.
Tunnel vision.
Fam,
Yeah.
she
To
gotta
do something,
be.
innit?
She gotta
Yeah.
be on the ball every day. Like
That's
she.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
That's what I'm saying. She
If
gotta be
you've
about
got no
her thing.
ambition, it's cool. Go for it.
Because with no
that-
ambition, innit?
That's
like,
what I'm saying. You can both live your life and it's cool.
Yeah.
But if you're saying you've got this mad ambition, you want to be in this place in 5 years, and you talk to your girl, and she's like, yeah, cool, like.
You
that's
might as well
cool,
bring-
man,
that's
that's
You
nice.
might as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
You
Do
might
you
as well
think,
take your
like,
girl to the
how-
bando
that's
as well.
what I'm
Like,
saying, like, what
To the
good is
bag
she?
up, man.
What good is she bringing your life? She's not getting you to where she wants to be in 5 years. All you need is a girl to be like, cool. So how are you gonna get there?
Yeah.
Then? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, not sit there and be like, yeah, that's cool. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Cool, bring me home food. Like,
Yeah,
that's
nothing.
all
You're
they
bringing
care
nothing
for at
to
the
the
end of the
table.
day.
know
yeah.
them ones you've been jugging.
Know how
You
much
get
you
set
bring to the
marketplace.
table.
Yeah, right. Come.
It's the worst. I
Cut
think
from
that's why
there.
it's important as well that you don't go out to look for relationships
what I'm
because
saying,
people
man.
bring around people to each other. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're a boss, like bosses will be attracted to you. Do you get me? And if you're a bum, as you said, bums will be attracted to you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna attract the right people anyway.
Bosses chill with bosses.
Exactly.
You
Oh,
know.
man. Ballers
Really?
chill with ballers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know.
Apart from Dario. I had to try that one in.
You know, it's procedure, but now on the real,
Uh.
to everyone listening, like that's key. Like, just always know your worth.
Yeah,
Don't ever
100.
settle for less, man. Like,
Come on.
settle for less,
Come
bro.
on.
Definite.
If you settle for less, you're destined to fail, I think.
Definitely. Yeah, that's true. That's very true still. Yeah.
That one's powerful. That one's
So
powerful.
you wrapping up then? Oh yeah, anything else?
I'm good.
Anything else you want to tell the people?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, come on, man. It's like
Serious,
part
serious.
two.
Serious.
After you smash the
Serious,
season,
man.
you get it.
Serious.
Part
We'll
two
come
coming
back.
soon.
We'll come back. Come back. End of the
Pre-K.
season.
Yeah, covers. I'll update you how it went.
Yeah, man.
definitely.
For real. For real.
Training
definitely.
after this.
Yeah,
Again.
come on. Yeah.
We're jugging though, man. Serious. But
Appreciate it.
it's been the 2-man step.
Wait, the socials.
Oh yeah.
The socials are gonna come at the
I
front
was
of
gonna
the
say,
screen
no one's
anyway.
gonna know how to spell my surname.
It will come at the beginning of the screen anyway. We'll have like a little sticker.
The editing.
The little editing thing.
Who does the
No,
editing?
there's not any of us. Big up Louis, innit? Big up Louis.
Yeah.
Big
Dog.
up Louis. Big up
Love Louis, man.
You get it, but yeah, your name and that will come at the beginning of it anyway. But tell them anyway, innit?
What like my Insta?
Insta, Twitter, whatever.
Instagram's Lucymariebolitho. I think my Twitter's Lucybolitho. My Snap's the same. I quite like it's my name on everything. Lucybolitho. Apart from Insta, it's Lucymariebolitho. Pretty much. Good luck
You
trying to
need
spell
to
my
bother,
surname.
You know, man. Everything innit.
He's trying to spell it. Go and spell it.
I can't spell it. I'll tell you right.
Bolitho.
Did you get spell it right?
Yeah, you did, you
I
know.
was gonna put another L in. I feel like a retard.
No.
I feel
But
like
you
an
know.
idiot still.
That's it.
Oh shit. But yeah.
Yeah.
You know our socials innit. Procedure.
Yeah.
But it's been a 2-man step. And we're out. Love.
Say.